What is good? Welcome on in to another edition of the Game Day Live Show. But it's not our 76ers. Feels weird opening the NBA playoffs and no Sixers games on the schedule. Right now we are watching the final minutes of the Clippers and Nuggets game one, and then we'll be here live streaming the Pistons taking on the New York Knicks. Feels weird, man, not having a Sixers playoff series this year. But I made a promise to the people that we will continue the coverage and we'll break it all down. And we'll talk about a lot of different stuff here tonight. Happy Saturday evening as the playoffs are underway. Lots to get into, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Welcome on into the show. Hope you are all doing well. Good to be back up on here after a few days off. We are going to watch the NBA playoffs. We are going to live stream NBA playoff games. And we're going to break it all down. No pregame, no postgame, just live game coverage. If you guys are in the chat tonight, get active, man. We're going to watch the New York Knicks take on the Detroit Pistons in game number one. Let me know what you think so far about the playoffs. The Pacers won game one against the Milwaukee Bucks. The LA Clippers are taking on the Nuggets. They're up by 3 with 6:40 to go. So we are live watching that game as well. Jokic just got a technical. He was pissed off. Looked like he got hit in the face. But that's where we're at, man. How's everybody feeling? Let's shout some people out in the chat. Be sure to like this stream. Subscribe to the show. If you want more streams like this, if you want more coverage, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Hope you are all enjoying your week, your first week of the Sixers off season, even though we've had videos to make, reports to talk about. It has been a interesting sequence of events. So it looks like Derrick Jones Jr. flailed his arm up in the air and hit Jokic in the face. Jokic got up and he started chirping at the referee right in his face. Then he gave him a technical, so... See, we got Banj in the chat. Shoe Game, what's up? Barbara, what's up? MRD, what's good? TMB, what's up? Gavin, what's going on? Carlos, what's up? Sports Hulk, what's up? Let's go, man. It says, what's good? Back from vacation. Missed the last couple streams. Glad to be back. Let's go, man. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? Or not this game, this series. Clippers or Nuggets? We'll talk about the Knicks and the Pistons, but who do you guys think is going to win? Nuggets or Clippers? I picked the Nuggets in 7. Obviously, they had a weird situation with their coach getting fired with 3 games left in the season. Derrick Jones Jr. fouled on the other end of the floor by Russell Westbrook. They're chirping a little bit. I'll tell you what, man, I can't stand all this hype around the Clippers, and I know a lot of people are going to come on here and paint it as, oh, I'm just hating on James Harden. Look, man, I am very grateful for what James Harden provided the Sixers, but what gets on my nerves is that people don't want to hold him accountable for anything. Just because the Sixers had a bad season and the Clippers are the 5 seed, even though they got that on the last game of the season. You know, people are acting like James Harden is some savior, even though James Harden choked in the playoffs with the 76ers. Like I said, he had a couple really good regular seasons. I was grateful for what he did here. But as I said in my playoff preview prediction video, if you guys watch that, I think that the Clippers' success will hinge on how far Kawhi Leonard can take them, because Kawhi Leonard, when healthy, is one of the best players in the world, and we know how he gets in the playoffs. He goes crazy. There's Jokic against Zubats. He turns, spins his feet, puts it up, got it with the high archer. 6 minutes to go. After this game, they will start the Knicks and Pistons. But listen, man, we'll be here. We'll be chopping it up. Hope you guys are doing well. Be sure to like this stream if you want to see more. I think the Nuggets are going to come through given their championship pedigree a couple years ago. I think they're going to play a tough series. I think the Clippers are going to win a few games at least. I don't know. I just like Jokic right now, and obviously it's hard for me to say, given all the debates we had before, but Jokic is playing some of the best ball this year that I've ever seen a big man play. I have to give him his credit. I mean, what I really like about watching him is that he never complains. He takes no plays off. He literally he puts his head down and he goes to work. So it's been interesting watching him play. But yeah, man. Hope you guys are staying tapped in with the videos. We've been dropping videos, shorts, all platforms, all content, all coverage. Jamal Murray, another three, got it to go. What a big-time shot. Like I said, this season was very tough to get through from a Sixers standpoint, but I really enjoyed our pregame shows, our live game shows, and our postgame shows. All of our coverage in one. Our Sixers Game Day Live concept, which we will take into next season. And it was certainly a lot of fun with all of you guys tapping in regularly. So I appreciate you guys for, sticking with me throughout this crazy season. Yo, Batum's going crazy, man. Freaking Batum. I'm not going to lie, man. I miss Nico Batum. Definitely miss Nico Batum. This is a big game right here. This is a good game, too. Nuggets have to win this game at home. They got to win game one here at home, honestly. Here's Jamal Murray around the screen. He's going to step back. Murray trying to create some space. Finds Jokic. 4:20 to go. Here's Jokic. He's going to turn, spin, kick it. Gordon from the wing. Got it. The Nuggets continue to answer. Nuggets continue to answer, man. Crazy game here. 1-point game in Denver. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you're feeling, man. Welcome into the show. Game Day Live Show. We'll call it the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. Obviously, no Sixers playoff shows this year, which sucks. But we are here. We're going to watch the NBA playoffs. Let me know what games you guys want to see. Is there a certain series that you want us to stream over the others? Give me your thoughts. Shout out to Nico Batum, man, getting his own. Batum's doing his thing. If you guys are new to this channel, I do this every single day. I cover the Sixers all year long. Live game day shows every game. We drop videos almost every day. But for the NBA playoffs, we like to branch out, stream some other games, and of course, with the Sixers not being on, we are going to watch some other playoff games. If I sound a little bit rough, allergy season is upon us. The pollen is crazy right now. Also, I was out working out today, got some sunburn, so summer's approaching, man. It's a hot one today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to drop your predictions in the chat right now. I want you to drop your predictions in the chat right now. Who do you think's going to win this game? Clippers or Nuggets? Clippers or Nuggets? Also, I find it a little bit weird that like Sixer fans are all hell-bent on the Clippers making a playoff run. Like they're really like cheering for the Clippers when they have two guys on that roster that literally flat out quit on the 76ers. I think that's kind of odd. Now again, not blaming it all on those players, but they definitely had a huge part in it, right? They have to be held accountable. And yeah, I don't understand why. I don't know where all the Clippers buzz is coming from. I mean, I feel like we kind of know the dynamic right now. I feel like we kind of know in each conference the couple players that have a really good shot of making it to the finals. But what do you guys think, man? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. It's pretty crazy seeing Ben Simmons and James Harden on the same team, though, I'll be honest. Pretty wild, if you think about it. Jokic with 27 points now. Nuggets have been playing good defense after that first quarter. Batum again. Oh, he just missed it. Dude, Batum is crazy. It really is. Brown missed a three. Westbrook right up and in. Nah, this would be a crazy choke, though. This would be a crazy choke if the Clippers don't pull this out. Nuggets were down by 15, and now they're back up with 3:20 to go. Harden, Zubats, Batum, one more to Jones. He missed the layup. Yo, the Clippers are choking, man. Westbrook again. They don't call the foul. Westbrook's down holding his knee. That's not good. And now they're going to stop play. Westbrook got up very slow. I'm surprised that wasn't called a foul. If I'm being honest. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we feeling, man? How are we feeling? We got 20 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the show. How are we feeling? Are we ready for this Knicks and playoff series? All right. Sounds like you guys don't have anything else to say about the Clippers and the Nuggets. So what do we think about Detroit and New York? Who do you guys think is going to win? Drop your final series prediction. We're going full series prediction. Knicks or Pistons? Drop it right now in the comment section. Obviously, all year long, we did our Sixers Game Day Live. You know, we did pregame shows and live game coverage and post games. But honestly, man, we're going to just kind of chill out for these shows and call the games and have some fun. So anyway, if you guys saw my playoff preview video, I got the Pistons in 7. Harden going to knock down the first. Obviously, I know that the Knicks have the better roster, but I think the Pistons have been playing a very like hungry style of basketball this year. JB Bickerstaff's done a great job, and they run the floor, man. They're young. They play with passion, sometimes a little bit too much. They go over the top, but as long as you keep Isaiah Stewart contained, I feel like the Pistons have a good shot in this series. I think they're going to make it very interesting, man. And the Knicks cannot beat any good teams. Not that the Pistons are a good team, but the Knicks have struggled against those teams, and I think there's several reasons for that. But I think the Knicks, man, they're just an average team. I don't think they're a great team, and I think that the Detroit Pistons are going to give them a run for their money. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am. 2:30 to go here in this game. Nuggets lead by 1. Let me tell you something, man. If the Los Angeles Clippers choke this game away, they might be cooked already. They might be cooked already. If you guys are in the chat, drop a comment. Let me know you're in here. We're watching the end of the Nuggets and Clippers game, and then we will watch the Pistons versus Knicks. Let me know if you guys enjoy these live streams, if you're going to be rocking with us all playoffs long. Here's Kawhi Leonard. He crosses over, drives, pull up the 3. Too much on it. Here comes Jamal Murray. Yo, this would be a huge win for the Denver Nuggets. What do we got up in the chat? BLSG, what's up? Says Pistons in 7. TMB says Pistons in 5. Wow, that's a bold take. Bryce says Pistons in 6. Jamal Murray throws it over to the corner. Westbrook for 3. No good. Nuggets get a second chance on the board. TMB in the house. What's up? Says humble the Knicks. IDK says you think Cade has over 22.5. I think so, yeah. I would say yes. 3-ball Murray, no good. Nuggets get a third opportunity, and this time it's taken away. Did they call a late whistle? Gordon was down. I don't know if they called a foul or a timeout. I don't know what just happened. But ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday. Welcome on in to the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. I'm your host, RB. I cover the Sixers all year long, but you know we like to branch out in the NBA playoffs and have some fun. So we're going to kick back, watch some hoops, talk about it, and more. UConn says, why'd they take Batum out? I agree. Batum's a beast. Cool J, what's going on, my guys? Shout out to the Mod Squad. We'll see if the Sixers crew comes around tonight, but I'm sure we'll have a lot of NBA fans up in here as well. Jokic, the drive, the floater, he missed it. Jokic fights for the board, gets it back, and a foul. Yo, Jokic has been playing tough and gritty, man. I'll tell you what. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Jokic plays hard, man. I got to give him credit. And I know that we had our whole debates for a while, but it's hard to debate this guy's effort and intensity. Maybe in the offseason and when he goes home and rides horses, he doesn't think about basketball. But when he's in between those lines, when he's on that court, he is locked in. Please let the Clippers lose this game, man. I got Nuggets in 7, man. People are telling me I'm crazy. Nuggets in 7. Jason, what's going on, man? Tika, what's up? Banj, what's up? Zubats turns, goes up. That's a goaltend. Clippers back up by 1. Looks like Chris Dunn came up hurt on the play. Somebody said, can we get 50 likes before halftime? Yo, we have 60 people in the chat right now. So can we get up to 50 likes? That's on you guys. That's a test. We came on here early to watch this game. Hit the like button for your boy, RB. This is not our normal live stream content, so we're trying to push it through the algorithm, okay? So I need everybody to hit that thumbs up down below. Feel free to become a channel member as well if you want to support the show. The link is pinned in the YouTube chat. All other ways to support us are down below. Guys, tell me right now, can the Pistons actually upset the New York Knicks? Tobias Harris, Paul Reed revenge series. Can it actually happen? I would love nothing more than to see the Pistons upset the New York Knicks. They've been playing good basketball, man. They've been playing good ball. $1:11 to go in this game, and then we will have the Pistons versus the Knicks. But it is 96-95. The Clippers lead it. Let's go, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get to 50 likes before the game begins. That way we can push this out and get more fans up in here. Jokic going to pop a 3. He missed it. Westbrook tracks it down. Jokic back to Murray. 55 seconds to play. Here's Murray. The dribble. Turns. Spins. Ryan Brown. 3 ball. No good. Dude, you guys got to capitalize, man. Brown guarding Harden. Here is Kawhi. Kawhi guarded by Jamal Murray. Oh, he poked it away. Oh, it's a turnover. It's a turnover. Kawhi fell asleep. Yeah, he was trying to brush his arm away, and then he forgot about the ball. Yo. Now what? Coach came running out at the referee. I don't know what's going on here, man. Crazy hoops already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Do you guys want me to live stream all the playoff games? What are your thoughts? You want me to live stream the playoff games? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat, man. Happy to be here with the best community in the world. We're going to have some fun throughout these playoffs. Let me know if you guys want me to stream certain games, certain series. What do you think? I think they challenged it, but I think they're going to be... I think they won the challenge based on what... I can't hear that much, but it sounds like the crowd was yelling, so yeah. Guys, the best way this live stream is going to work is for everybody to be interactive, man. So I want to see you guys in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling, man. Hope you are all doing well. Toby can't win a prize on the boardwalk, says UConn. Yeah, but didn't you hear Tobias Harris is like the best veteran in the league, according to some of the fans I've been seeing. You can tell who stopped watching this Sixers season and the NBA season like very early on based on what they're saying. But yeah, so the Detroit Pistons, here's their point per game leaders. Cade Cunningham, 26 points per game. Jaden Ivey, 17.6. Malik Beasley, 16.3. And who's this? Tolu Smith, who's only played, he's a rookie out of Mississippi State. He only played one game, though, so that doesn't really count. But Tobias Harris, 13.7 points per game. Ladies and gentlemen, Tobias Harris had worse numbers than before. He averaged 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. So Tobias Harris literally took a backseat role for $26 million. Shout out to him. IDK says, yo, man, do you think Cade Cunningham will have over 22.5? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm taking the over on that. Ban says we need a Pistons emoji for the series. Dang, Ban really wants to root against the Knicks, doesn't he? He wants to root against the Knicks. Jokic to the corner. Westbrook for the lead. Westbrook! The Clippers are frauds, man. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, drop a Russell Westbrook in the chat. Let's go. Oh, man. You got to love playoff basketball, man. You got to love it. How many points does Harden have? He had 15 in the first quarter. He had 8 the rest of the game. You got to give Denver credit for battling back in this game, man. This is a great comeback by Denver, but they still have to make one final stop. Let's go. Who are you guys going to give the ball to? Look, here we go. Here we go. Are they going to put Kawhi in the corner, man? Harden going to dribble, drive, float it up. Oh, he got the bounce. I think the Nuggets expected them to take their time. James Harden went quicker than anybody thought. And he got the lucky bounce, goes off the front rim, off the backboard, and in. Wow. That was crazy. He went quicker than anybody thought. Christian Brown got blown by. Dang, this is a wild game. Guys, we got 60 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the stream. Can we get to 50 likes before the game begins? Yeah, where's my mods at, man? We're going to need some playoff mods, that's for sure. We're going to need some playoff mods. Let's go, man. What a game. What a game here in game number 1. Who do you guys think's going to win out of the Pacers and Bucks? I picked the Bucks in 7, but if Lillard doesn't come back until game 3, I don't think I feel confident with that pick anymore. CL, what's going on, man? Jamie Slack, what's good? MRD, what's up? All right, here we go. Game winner opportunity. Nuggets and Clippers tied at 98. 18 seconds to play. Time for one more. Who will they get the ball to? You know it's going to the Joker. Here's Jamal Murray, takes the inbound. They're going to try to get Joker on an island, maybe. 13, no, they're taking their time. Jamal Murray gets attacked by Leonard. Here's Joker. He gets double-teamed. Joker going to turn. Has Westbrook. Westbrook, 2, 1. Throws it off the leg of Harden. What are you doing, Russ? What in the world was that? Is Russell Westbrook slow? What the heck was that? Bro, he just, instead of throwing the shot up at the end of regulation, he tries to throw it off the leg of James Harden and doesn't even get a shot off. What in the world? Yeah, let me tell you guys something, man. Russell Westbrook. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just saw the dumbest thing I've ever seen on a basketball floor, man. I've played a lot of basketball games. You have a game-winning opportunity, and Russell Westbrook tries to throw it off the leg of James Harden because he picked up his dribble? Why would you not throw it up? Russell Westbrook just made a crazy play with a big-time 3, and then he does that. That's the duality of Russell Westbrook. That's how polarizing this guy is, man. That was crazy. What in the world was that? What in the world was that, Russ? Now we got to wait even more for this game. Ladies and gentlemen, get us up to 50 likes, man. We got 70 in the chat. Welcome on in. We got OT. Banj says the bots, bro. Banj, you're a mod, man. You're supposed to hold it down for us, bro. Jokic missed 2 free throws with 1:27 to go. Probably cost them the game if they lose this. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, what a freaking game. What a game we have here. Also, why did Joker not just take it to the rim? I mean, you have a tie game. You have a tie game. Why not take it to the rim and try to get fouled, Joker? I don't understand what that was. That was crazy. All right, overtime will delay this Pistons versus Knicks game. So we got extra basketball. We are streaming all of it for you. Jokic going to win the tap. .450 to play here in the overtime. Jokic lost control of it. Ball trickles away. Murray has it. Jamal Murray going to dribble under the rim. Baseline, kicks it out. Aaron Gordon. Gordon against Harden. Gordon drives all the way in. Slams it down with the two-handed flush. 4:25 to go here in the overtime. Murray's getting tossed around by Norman Powell. The Clippers are playing rough. Here's James Harden. Dribbles, drives all the way up and in. 4:10 to play here in Denver. Westbrook gonna pull up a 3. That one is short. Rebounded by the Clippers. 4 minutes to go. Wait, did the other game start on ESPN2? I don't know if the other game started or not, but we'll get that up here in a second. I want to watch the end of this game if I'm being honest. Here come the Nuggets off the miss. Gordon, Murray, corner 3. Can't get it to go. Westbrook the rebound. He puts it up. Missed the layup, but they call a foul. All right, guys, we're going to go watch this other game in a minute. Try to get these. Here we go. Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. I'm going to watch the end of this game, and then we'll flip over to the Pistons versus Knicks game, okay? Where's the other game even on? Is it on ESPN2? Yeah, it's on ESPN2. It'll come back after this game concludes. But we got the scoreboard up for now. Westbrook going to miss the second free throw. It's 1 for 2 at the line. 3:25 to go. Zubats. Couldn't get it to go there. Murray drives, floats it up, and got it. 3-point game. The Nuggets lead it. Nuggets are playing some tough hoops, man. Not an efficient game, but looked like they were out of it early on. Here's James Harden. Going to find Kawhi Leonard. Leonard guarded by Christian Brown. Leonard going to cross over. Dribble, drive, spin, fade. Got it. The mid-range it goes. Here's Jamal Murray. He's going to find Jokic. Jokic, Westbrook, Gordon under the rim. Gordon going to turn, spin, put it up. Got it to go. 3-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. 2:20 to play. James Harden at the top. He's double teamed. Harden going to find Zubats, and he threw it away. Brown the save. What a defensive play by Denver. Unbelievable. James Harden with a crucial turnover, and here come the Denver Nuggets. 2 minutes to play. Jamal Murray going to stop in his tracks. Finds Joker. Joker hit by Leonard. It's a foul. The Clippers look a bit lost. They were up by 15 at one point in this game. Unbelievable. If you guys are just tapping in on the chat, man, we got 80 people in here. Do me a favor, like the stream. Get us to 50 likes, man. We're going to be live streaming playoff games. Joker, corner, Westbrook. Can't hit the three. And the Nuggets get the rebound. Westbrook, the layup, missed it. Gordon gets it plucked. Here's Kawhi Leonard again. He dribbles, he drives, fouled on the floor. What a game here in Denver. 3-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a crazy one here in Denver. Game one. Game one. $125 to go. Harden going to dribble, drive, float it up, and in. And in. 1-point game here in Denver. 1:17 to play. Murray, Westbrook, it's stolen away. No, the Nuggets get it back. Joker, Gordon in the corner. Gordon to Joker. 1 minute to play. Here's Brown for three. He got it. He got it. And the Nuggets take a 4-point lead with 1 minute to go. Now the Clippers getting into a tough situation. We'll see if they can pull it out. Boy, oh boy, is this a crazy game. This is a crazy game, man. What a game. Clippers led by 15 at one point. Now they are on the verge of game one disaster. Let's take a look at this other game real quick. Looks like we're in a timeout over here as well. Knicks lead it 8-3. Get back to that game shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We need 7 people to hit that thumbs up. Yo, I want to see you guys get active in the comments. What do you guys think is going to be the final result of this series with the Clippers and the Nuggets? Who will win and how many games will it take? Let me know your thoughts in the chat right now. We're going to be live streaming some playoff games, having some fun since we don't have any Sixers playoff games, but let me know your thoughts in the chat. What do you guys think about this playoff series? $59 seconds to play. Clippers will have the ball. James Harden to inbound. Kawhi Leonard, Zubats, Powell, and Chris Dunn. Joker guarding Kawhi. Now they switch. Harden inbounds to Kawhi. Kawhi coming around a screen. He's going to dribble, crossover, drive against Christian Brown. Kicks it out. Chris Dunn, spot up three. Can't get the bounce. Kawhi tried to get the rebound. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. He couldn't hold on to it. The Nuggets hold a 4-point lead with 49 seconds left. Nuggets need to hold this for all 20 seconds and then take a shot. Here's Jamal Murray getting double teamed. Jokic at the top, guarded by Zubats. Here's Murray. Murray, and he threw it away. What a terrible turnover by Murray. Harden going to chuck up a deep three and got it. Are you serious? Are you serious? What a game. What a game. Here comes a double team again. Joker scanning the floor. Back to Murray. Got to be careful with those passes. They give it to Westbrook. He's wide open. Westbrook misses the layup. Nuggets get it back. And Gordon is fouled with 10 seconds to play. Westbrook almost blew it again. Westbrook almost blew it again by taking a contested layup. They were leaving him wide open. That was the strategy. That was the strategy. Wow. First one good for Gordon. What a game, though, man. What a game. Wow. 11 seconds to play. Gordon trying to sink the second free throw. Then it'll come down to the Clippers needing 3. Gordon puts it up and in. Ty Lue going to take some time to draw up a play. 11 seconds to go. All right, we'll go back to the other game for a second, and that's on a timeout as well. Ladies and gentlemen, 65 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Welcome on in. Playoff Game Day live show. George in the chat, what's up, bro? How's it going, man? Shoe Game says Knicks are frauds. Tika says, can Westbrook dunk? Misses so many layups. Might be better off just trying to dunk everything. CL says, damn, Harden. UConn says Harden was fouled. Well, they didn't call it. They didn't call it. Nuggets need one stop. Nuggets need one stop. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it. 11 seconds to go here in the overtime period. It has been a wild game one in Denver. Knicks leading 10-3 over on our other game, which we will switch over to momentarily. All righty. Who will they give it to? Will it be James Harden? Will it be Kawhi Leonard? We will see. Batum going to inbound, and boy, does that show a familiar sight. What's going on now? Oh, they're taking Joker out? Looks like they were kind of like showing a... Wait, what's going on? Looks like Jokic is bleeding from the nostril. So now they're going to bring him back in with a little plug on his nose. Looks like it's falling out. Better pick that thing up. Jokic might fall out. Maybe they did that on purpose to stop the momentum. Harden, bloodshot eyes. Looks like he's been partying since last night. Can he hit a game-tying shot to send it to double OT, though? Batum the inbound to Harden. Westbrook almost poked it away, and he threw it off of Harden. Westbrook with the game-sealing defensive play. This will be reviewed. Westbrook hit it off of James Harden. Let's see who it went off of. It looks like it went off of James Harden. Harden couldn't control it. Looks like it's going to be Nuggets basketball. Wow. Wow. So James Harden could not control the inbounds pass. Westbrook with an amazing defensive play. What a back and forth player, man. Wow, what a play. Here's the inbound. What are you doing? Almost threw it away again. Clippers are going to bang it away out of bounds. Yo, the Nuggets are playing so careless, man. What in the world was that, Gordon? He almost threw it away. So it looks like Jokic was fouled. He's going to the line, actually, for 2. Yo, this is a crazy Westbrook experience, man. First one good for Jokic. Westbrook has literally made a game-sealing play. He made a go-ahead 3, and he made a terrible decision. And then he almost blew the game again with a missed layup. Dude, Russell Westbrook is a polarizing player, man. 6 seconds to go. Here come the Clippers. 4, 3, 2. Powell for 3. He hits it. .9. And the game is over. The Nuggets come from behind to win it. 8th 15-point comeback in the playoffs since 2019. Clippers go down. They choke here in the second half. And the Nuggets win game 1. What a game, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, after a wild finish, the Nuggets pull off game 1, and now we're back here with the Detroit Pistons and New York Knicks game. So we'll talk more about this. Obviously, we missed the first half of the first quarter. Tobias Harris for 3. Cha-ching! Tobias Harris now has more points against the Knicks than he did in the closeout game last year in Game 6. Tobias Harris had 0 points against the Knicks. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clippers choke after having a 15-point lead. Tobias Harris is cashing in threes. What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. Welcome in to the Game Day live show. We are watching Pistons and Knicks. We just got done watching the Clippers and the Nuggets. Tobias Harris has 5 points in the first quarter. If you guys are here in the chat, man, do me a favor, like this stream. Get us up to 100 likes. Subscribe to the channel. And let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Who's going to win this series, guys? Pistons or Knicks? Give me your prediction. Give me your prediction in the chat right now. No Sixers playoffs, of course, but we're still going to have fun. And we're going to watch some playoff hoops. Shoe Game says Harden is a fraud. Chris says stopping by to hit that like button, hope all as well. What's up, Chris? Brunson going to knock down the free throws 16-11. Stewart goes up, misses the layup, but yeah, they're going to say the Pistons tapped it away. Schroeder is in. He was acquired by the Pistons at the trade deadline. Landry Shamet in for the New York Knicks. So many former Sixers, man. Brunson a 3 off balance. Can't get it to fall. Cunningham picks it up. Pistons first time in the playoffs in 6 years. Cunningham goes up off balance. Got the floater. What a finish by Cade Cunningham. I didn't even get to read the starting lineups or anything. Anunoby going to dribble the drive, floats it up, missed it. Robinson the board and puts it back. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Do me a favor, like the show right now. Guys, we got to push this content through the algorithm, man. We don't usually do Pistons and Knicks streams, so we got to push this content through. Let's go. Let's go. Cunningham misses and Stewart puts it back. Told you, man, the Pistons are going to play tough. They're going to play with that aggressive mentality, and that's why I'm picking them to win in 7. Bridges, one bounce to the corner, and Anunoby for a 3. Can't get it to fall. Now, obviously, again, I know that the Knicks are the more talented roster, but something just tells me the way the Pistons have been playing and the way that the Knicks can't even beat good teams this year. Not that the Pistons are a good team, but they have nothing to lose, man. They're playing with house money, and they're playing with a lot of intensity right now. So that's how I'm feeling, man. That's how I'm feeling. I'm going Pistons in 7. CL says Knicks in 6. Don says Knicks, Pistons might win a game. Don, what's going on, man? Schroeder, good pickup for Detroit. I agree. And there is Tim Hardaway Jr. going to slam it down in open space. 3:45 to go here in the first. We'll get the other scoreboard up here in just a second. Brunson to the corner, and it's stolen away. Now they throw it right back to the Knicks. Bridges off the move for 3. Can't get it to fall. Anunoby the board. Shamit gets it plucked away, and here come the Pistons 2-on-1 all the way. Hardaway gonna flush it down the lane. Tell you, man, this Pistons team plays hard. There's a reason they went from 14 to 40-plus wins. Bridges, the midi, he got it to go. Tell you, man, they play hard. They play very hard. Got to give them the respect. Shout out to JB Bickerstaff. Here's Cade driving the lane, floats it up, and he's fouled. Let's go, chat. Get interactive in here. Let me know how you're feeling. Hope everybody is well. I'm RB. I cover the Sixers all year long, but I cover the NBA as well. And we're going to do some playoff live streaming. Obviously, it was not our ideal Sixers season by any means. But you know what, man? We're going to have some fun. For once, we don't have a horse in the race, you know? We don't have any skin in the game. We're going to sit back, we're going to enjoy this, and we're going to see what happens. All right, guys, let me get your finals predictions in the chat right now. Finals predictions in the chat right now. Who do you think's going to the finals, and who is going to win it? I filled out my bracket. I put it on Twitter earlier today. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. Let me know if you guys enjoy these shows, if you want me to stream more playoff games. Got 120 people in the building. Welcome in. Clippers just proved why they are frauds already after choking game 1 against the Nuggets. I told you guys Nuggets in 7. People called me crazy. Nuggets, man, they have a new coach, but boy, did they play hard in that second half. And the Clippers choked. All right, man, here's my NBA bracket. NBA playoff bracket. Okay, here it is. Here's my playoff bracket. Let's see if you guys can see this. Here we go. So here's my bracket. Unfortunately, I'm picking the Celtics to win another championship. I could see the Thunder beating them, though, but I think it's going to be a good series. But yeah. Like I said, I got Nuggets beating the Clippers in 7. And I got the Pistons beating the Knicks in a crazy upset in 7 games. Am I crazy? Let me know. But I'm taking Thunder and Celtics in the finals, and the Celtics win it again. Don says, you're right, RB. Pistons have nothing to lose, having fun playing playoff ball at the Garden. Exactly. Tobias factor. Yo, Tobias is out here cooking. He's got 5 points already. I love what the Pistons are building. Even as a Celtics fan, love Cade. Dude is a baller. Vincent says Clips and Nuggets turned into Russ versus Harden show. Yeah, and Harden choked. Thunder Celtics. Thunder win. Pistons in 7. I agree. Says Robert. What's up, Rob? BLSG was good. Vincent says Lakers over Cavs in the finals. CL says OKC versus Celtics. Boston in 7. I remember Sixers fans saying they didn't want Harden, Westbrook, or Tobias, all in the plausible. Well, I don't want Westbrook, I don't want Tobias, and I don't want Harden either. I mean, did you just see what Harden or what Westbrook did? Guy hits a go-ahead three. Then he tries to throw the ball off Harden's leg with the game on the line. Then he almost blows it again with another missed layup, but then he goes and makes the defensive play to win the game. Guy's bipolar. And as it relates to Harden, Harden had 15 points in the first quarter and then had, 13 in regulation the rest of the way and a few in overtime. Harden choked too, man. They all did. Clippers are not winning anything. I keep trying to tell people this. I keep trying to tell people the Clippers are not going to win anything. I don't know where this hype comes from. I don't know why people are just picking the Clippers to go to the finals. I mean, again, I respect everybody's opinion, but they don't have enough, in my opinion. Here's a three ball from Beasley. Got it to go. The Pistons have come crashing home. Pistons are on fire here in the last couple of minutes. 22-20. Here's Jalen Brunson guarded by Dennis Schroeder. Brunson going to drive, now step back. Here's a three ball from McBride. It's airballed. Yeah, you guys see the way the Pistons are playing right now? PJ Tucker's over there laughing on the bench. Lakers-Pistons final. Pistons get a chip, says Rob. Shazy says, I don't think Pacers lose to the Bucks. Giannis was the only one that scored. Let me clarify my Bucks pick here in a second. Cunningham going to dribble, drive, float it up. It's short. Knicks the rebound. Brunson has it, bringing it down the floor. Brunson going all the way, drives, tried to flop. They didn't call it. It's out of bounds, going the other way. So just to clarify my Milwaukee Bucks pick, that one was the hardest one for me to pick because I didn't know if Damian Lillard was going to play or not. I think if Dame plays, it changes the series. We saw Dame getting into it with Halliburton earlier. They said he's either going to come back for game 2 or 3 potentially, but we don't know. So that's why I picked the Bucks in 7. I was iffy on it, but I thought Dame would be playing the whole series, but he might miss a couple games. So honestly, I don't know. So that's kind of why I'm up in the air on that pick. But Kuzma, he's got to wake up too, man. Kuzma's got to wake up. And so does Doc Rivers. Tobias turnaround fade. Yo, who is Tobias Harris? Tobias Harris is cooking in the first quarter. Bro, he's got 7. Here's Anunoby. He's going to dribble, drive all the way, floats it up and in. Bro, that's crazy. Can we get a Tobias in the chat? This is wild. Pistons in 7, baby. Here's Schroeder down the lane. He turns, spins, tries to throw it off of Brunson, and it goes right back to Tobias. Tobias dribbling, driving, pulls it up again. Got it! Got it! Tobias has 9 in the first. Oh my gosh. Tobias the closeout. Anunoby cashes it home. Yo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's a 3 ball from the rookie, Ron Holland. That one's off the mark. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Brunson the 3. That's off. Three ball missed by a mile. Holland chases it down. Man, the Pistons are hungry on the glass tonight. They lead by 1. Here's Schroeder. Schroeder against Brunson. Schroeder going to dribble, drive down the lane, floats it up. He's fouled. Will it be a goaltend as well? Nah, yo, Tobias is cooking, man. Tobias is cooking. Unbelievable. Guys, let me know in the chat right now. Is it just the Sixers, man? Is it just the freaking Sixers or what? Like, there's no way that this is happening. Unbelievable. Is it only the Sixers, man? Yo, we got 130 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like this stream right now. Guys, we don't usually stream other games, so the algo's not going to pick it up. I need y'all to hit that thumbs up. It's very important. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know, yes or no, in the chat. Do you guys want to see me stream other games as well? Do you want me to stream the whole playoffs? Give me your thoughts in the chat right now. I want to get you guys going up in here, man. I'm excited to watch this series, though. Not that I want to root for Tobias, but I want the Pistons to beat the Knicks, man. I really want this to happen. I really want them to beat the Knicks. 4 seconds to go. Tobias guarding Brunson. Anunoby steps back for 2. Got it at the buzzer. Big shot by Anunoby. So Tobias Harris is cooking the New York Knicks. It is 27-27. Let's go, baby. Guys, the only way we're going to push this out to more viewers is if y'all hit that thumbs up button. Let's go, man. NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. Game 1, Pistons versus Knicks. We're still going to be dropping our Sixers videos every day. We're going to be doing our draft coverage soon once we find out what the pick looks like. Be here on May 12th. We'll live stream the draft lottery. But if you guys are new to the channel, I live streamed every Sixers game with the exception of, I think, 2 or 3 this whole season. We do our pregame, live game, and postgame show. But now we are here for the playoffs. This is the first year of covering the team that I will not be covering Sixers playoff games, which makes me sad. Makes me frustrated, man. But it is what it is. So I figured, hey, let's come on here. Let's stream some other games and have some fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy this coverage, man, and we'll extend it out a little bit. Don says $40 million Tobias showed up tonight. Sixers gonna Sixer. Duke says, yes, it is. Don says, must be something in the water in Philly. Shazy says, no, it's just Tobias with the Sixers. I already knew he would do this on the Pistons because he's mad. Sixer fans hated him for being trash. That's true. That's true. Shazy, what's up, bro? Don says, stream, bro. AK says, live stream. Man called David. What's up, David? What's up, man? Tika says, typical. We pay for Ferrari Harris and we get Timu Harris. Let's go. So painful, man. So painful, man. Oh, man. Now, you guys know what's going to happen, right? Anybody that has ever watched Tobias Harris on the Sixers, and if I'm wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. But anybody in this chat right now that has watched Sixer games for years with me, what is going to happen next with Tobias Harris? He's got 9 points in 10 minutes. He's hooping right now. He's playing out of his mind. What is going to happen next in this game with Tobias Harris? Duke says, we have great individual parts. The Sixers team does not fit. A collection of parts that does not fit. I don't know if I agree with that, Duke. I just think this team has the worst injury luck of all time. I think this team has the worst injury luck in NBA history. You notice how Tobias Harris didn't get hurt this year, right? How many games did he play? How many games did he play? Anyway, the correct answer, what we know will happen with Tobias next is he will finish this game with like 13 points. Tobias used to do this a lot with Philly. He would start off with like a 10-point first quarter. He would just be locked in. He's playing amazing right now. And then you won't hear from him until the mid-fourth quarter. And you're like, wait, did Tobias Harris get injured? No, he's there. He's there. He just won't score anymore. Now, I hope I'm wrong, just because I want to see them beat the Knicks. Yo, Tobias, first quarter interview. Yo, Tobias Harris is really a superstar in Detroit, man. And he's from New York. And he's from New York. Exactly. Don says he'll finish with like 15 or 16. Exactly, man. Knicks just hit a 3. They're up by 3. Here's Hardaway off the moving 3. He got it. They answer. Tied at 30. We got Clint Kreitz in the chat. channel member. What's up, Clint? He says, so great to come home from work and find RB streaming, not the Sixers, but at least it's hoops with RB. Clint, what's up? Tobias guarding karl-anthony Towns. Towns fades away. They're going to call a foul on Tobias. Oh, no, it's actually a 3-second violation. 3-second violation. But nah. I mean, in all seriousness, Tobias did average 13 points per game this season. He's taken a backseat role, but I think that suits him better. Now, Pistons paid him $26 million. But I think the thing is that nobody's looking at Tobias to be the guy on the Pistons. With the 76ers, Tobias was looked at to be the number 3 option. Like, we need you badly, Toby. And the pressure was just a little bit too much. Backdoor cut. What a find. Shamet goes up with the reverse lay. That was a beautiful dime by Towns. Here are the Pistons. Schroeder up top. I still didn't even read the starting lineups. I'm slacking, man. 4 days off and I forgot. To be fair, we were watching the other game, though. Here's Schroeder against McBride. Schroeder trying to create. Schroeder going to dribble. Stopping his tracks. Tobias, 3, 2. Tobias goes up, and he draws the foul in Jalen Brunson fashion. If Tobias Harris goes for 20 in this game, I will give him a standing ovation. I will give him a standing O. Holy smokes. Guys, get this up to 100 likes, man. Hit that thumbs up. Welcome into the show. Subscribe to the channel. Even though it's not the Sixers playoff games, and our Sixers streams were a lot of fun in the playoffs, man. Even though it's not Sixers, I'm having fun getting back into the groove here. Season ended last Sunday. We've been, doing some videos and things like that. We'll have the draft lottery on May 12th, and then we'll start to make our draft videos, but I think I'm going to keep live streaming playoff games just because I have so much fun doing this, man. I think we have one of the best communities. I mean, the Sixers were so bad, and you guys supported me all season long. You guys stayed tapped in all season, despite, how bad this season was, and that was amazing. By the way, Josh Hart with 3 fouls after that one, so he's on the bench. Actually, no, he's still in the game. Why are they not taking him out? McBride throws it away. Pistons with that tenacious defense. Tobias dribbles, kicks, corner 3, Hardaway, can't get it to go. And Duren couldn't pull it in. Towns the board. Up the floor, here's Shamet. Shamet to another former Sixer campaign. That one rolls off the rim. Yo, the amount of former Sixers in this game and last game is nuts. Schroeder at the top, guarded by Shamet. He's going to find Duren. Duren hands it to Tobias. Tobias, another one from the high post. Missed it. The putback, though, by Duren. Karl-Anthony Towns chirping a little bit at Josh Hart. Didn't like that defensive coverage. 9:50 to go here in the second. Pistons lead by 1. Tried to tell you guys this in my playoff preview vid, but the Knicks have no depth on their team. Towns muscles right to the rim. Good bucket by Towns. He's had a great season. Schroeder for the Pistons. Yo, Schroeder had a really good start to the year. Looked like he was going to be an all-star. Then he got traded to the Warriors as he misses that jump shot. He got traded to the Warriors and he absolutely fell on his face. Shamet met at the rim by Duren. They're going to call it a foul. Looked like he had all ball. I don't know, man. That looked like a good block. But yeah, Schroeder got traded to the Warriors and played terrible. Just didn't fit at all. Then they ended up moving him to the Pistons. And here he is. Crazy, man. But yeah, the Knicks have no depth on their bench. That's why they're playing Landry Shamet. Knicks are playing Landry Shamet, Miles McBride, Cam Payne, and Mitchell Robinson. That's their bench. You guys think PJ Tucker's going to get in this game? They don't play DeLon Wright. They don't play Precious Achiuwa so far. Kolek, the rookie. PJ Tucker's on the bench. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 140 in the chat. Welcome on in. Playoff Game Day live show. Knicks and Pistons Game 1. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm RB. I cover the Sixers, the NBA, the NFL, and more. So if you guys enjoy my coverage, be sure to like the stream, man. Get us up to 100. We're almost there. You guys are killing it right now. And make sure you subscribe as well. Don Vito says, playoff Tobias. Duke says, not one individual player from the Pistons or Knicks is better than our top 3 guys. That shows cohesion and continuity is very important. I don't know if I would say that. I mean, karl-Anthony Towns has had a tremendous season. And Brunson has had a pretty good season, but just a regular Brunson season. But I do agree with you, Duke, about, having that like 4 to 12 range on your roster. Like, they have to be really good finds, which is very frustrating to me. And I talked about this on my video this week, but Daryl Morey in his exit press conference, all he talked about was getting better and younger around the supporting or around the big 3. We live streamed last Sunday after the last game, and we talked about Daryl Morey's exit presser, and all he kept saying was we need to get younger and more dynamic and improve our supporting cast. But he didn't put any of the blame really on the big 3 not being healthy and not being on the floor. And that really frustrated me because, again, it's like, yeah, you can pay all these big 3 superstars, but I thought you found some pretty good gems this year, right? Quentin Grimes, Gershon Yabusele. Did anybody watch the Mavericks game last night? I mean, Anthony Davis, he earned my respect last night. Anthony Davis played out of his mind. He dropped 40 points. He got injured like 3 times during the game. And if the Mavericks hadn't traded Quentin Grimes away, Grimes could have been the guy. Nico Harrison came out and said defense wins championships. Yet they traded away a 2-way player in Quentin Grimes who's been having a great rest of the season. And Caleb Martin has a hitch in his shot. So, yeah, man, what I'll say is I think it's important to find like those mid-level guys, whether it's Quentin Grimes or Gershon Yabusele, etc. But the Sixers had those guys this year. They just did not have the big 3. The big 3 never played. If the Mavericks had kept Quentin Grimes, he could have helped the Mavs win that game yesterday. Just like if the Heat had kept Jimmy Butler, they could have won that game. Or they did win that game, but they could have won it easier. Heat almost choked that game away, man. Tell you what, though, my playoff sleeper is Golden State for sure. Jimmy and Steph, watch out. Watch out. Anyway, just to finalize my thought. Oh, yeah, let me read the starting 5s, even though you could see it here. For the Pistons, Cade Cunningham, Asar Thompson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. And for the Knicks, it's Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Brunson and Towns haven't gotten going yet. But anyway, just to finalize my thought here on Tobias, I just think he's in a low market, low viewer market, and nobody really cares, Even though he only averaged 13 points a game this season, but they're not looking at him to be the guy. Anyway, we got 145 people in the chat, 83 on the like button. Get us to 100 likes, man. Let's go. Let's go. Game 1 here in MSG. New York Knicks taking on the Pistons. Pistons holding their own so far. Tobias guarding Karl-Anthony Towns, and Cat going to pull up the deep too and knock it down. Nice shot by Karl-Anthony Towns. We'll give you the play-by-play, the live breakdown as it happens. Here's Cunningham from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Cade is cold to begin this game. 1 for 6. Here are the New York Knicks. McBride's looking, scanning the floor. He's going to find Towns. Towns turns, spins, drives all the way, goes up. Off balance. Contested shot. Got it to go. Contorted his body. Wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Cat up to 7 on the evening now. As we're early here in the second quarter, here is Cade Cunningham. Cunningham running the pick and roll. He finds Duren, swings it out. Holland dribbles, drives, and he walked. Shazy says Pistons are doing this well against the Knicks, and Cade hasn't gotten going yet. PJ Tucker's just a prop right now. I agree. AD got no help from his team last night. Yeah, it's true. Clint says if you're here watching the show RB some love and hit the like button. Let's go, man. Thank you so much, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns, guarded by Tobias Harris again. And a 3-second violation. So Cat going to go to the free throw line. But yeah, the Pistons go from winning 14 games up to 44 with a roster that was supposed to be completely rebuilding. Cade has led the show, but a lot of young, dynamic, versatile talents. And JB Bickerstaff has kind of revamped that team. It's why I'm so interested to see what happens with Cleveland. Like, I know JB Bickerstaff did not have a good final run there in Cleveland, and they choked a lot in the playoffs, but is Cleveland any different this year? I mean, the way they played a game, how they just like get out in front of teams and the amount of threes they knock down is incredible, but they're going to need to do that against the Boston Celtics, and I don't know if they can match them. But I don't think it was all on JB Bickerstaff. I don't think it was all his fault that the Cavs choked. The players just didn't play that well. Cat gets harassed. Was that Tobias? Yo, that's the best closeout defense I've ever seen Tobias play. Probably should have been a foul. Here's Beasley getting harassed by Campaign. Floats up the 2, and he missed it. So now the Knicks going double big with Cat and Robinson. Here's Anunoby. And a foul on Cade Cunningham. Cade arguing a little bit with the ref. Cade needs to get going here. He's 1 for 6. His team is relying on him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's play a game in the chat. Give me your biggest upset in the first round of the playoffs. What is your bold take or your biggest upset for the first round of the NBA playoffs? Give it to me in the chat. I think my bold take is that the Pistons upset the Knicks in 7 games just by playing harder and playing intensified. Here's Jalen Brunson, guarded by Malik Beasley. Brunson stopped in his tracks, going to dribble, crossover to the other hand. Here's Brunson coming around a screen. Brunson pulls up the deep 2. That's off. Here come the Detroit Pistons. 7 minutes to go here in the second. Tobias, the catch and shoot for 3. Rolls and got it. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? There's just no way that would have ever happened if he was with the Sixers still. My man Tobias shot a 3. It bounced up, came down on the rim, spun all the way around 180 style and went through. Cat getting harassed by Tobias. Here's Bridges down to Anunoby. Goes up. And it's no bucket. It's going to be offensive interference on OG Anunoby. Let's see it again. Anunoby threw it down, went up. He was holding the rim. He called interference. 6:30 to go here in the second. Cunningham going to cross over, drive against Bridges, create separation, puts it up and in. Good shot by Cade. 1-point game. Rockets went from just a bunch of young guys to a team that knows how to play together. It's pretty evident. You can see it. Brunson gets hip checked and he falls out of bounds. It's going to be a foul on Jalen Duren. All right, guys, give me your bold takes and predictions in the live chat. Let's go. Let's get these comments rocking, man. You know what? Do me a favor, members, if you are in the chat, drop some emojis. Drop some fire emojis. I want to see you guys drop some fires in the chat, man. Let's get this chat heating up. Don says, bold take, Orlando beats Boston. That is a bold, bold take, man. That is a bold take. Warriors beat Rockets. I agree with that. That's another bold take, and I agree with it. Bridges going to kick it out. Brunson, the pump fake, the dribble, the drive, floats it up one hand. He missed it again. Tobias, the rebound. Here come the Pistons. Thompson over to Beasley. Cashes in the 3. 42-40. Pistons with an 8-0 run. They're back on top. 5:35 to go. Here's Brunson, the dribble, the spin. Brunson at the high post. He finds Anunoby in the corner for 3. Can't answer. Picked up by Detroit, and they're running the floor. Here's Asar Thompson. He hands it to Tobias. Contested three. That's off the mark. 5:20 to go here in the second. Bridges gets trapped. Yo, the Pistons' defensive level of anticipation is insane. Brunson, the floater, missed it again, and this time it's Robinson to clean up the glass. We're knotted at 42. Let's see. Don says Wolves are a tough matchup for the Lakers. Here's a three ball from Beasley. Got it again. Malik Beasley with a tremendous season off the bench. And yo, I got to give myself a pat on the back as Beasley has 12 points. I said that the Sixers should try to get Malik Beasley in the offseason. I was ridiculed for it. Guy is an absolute stud. Malik Beasley is a stud. One of the best three-point shooters in the NBA this season. What a player. Cat, 10 points after the bucket on the other end. Cade drives from the baseline. Can't get it to drop. Knicks with the rebound. 4:18 to go here in the first half. Did I just see a half-court press from Tobias Harris? Jalen Brunson going to dribble, drive, floats it up. Couldn't get it to go. And Robinson, the one-handed putback. He flushes it home. Wow, what a putback by Robinson. Knicks lead it by 1. Here's Cade Cunningham. Cade gets doubled. They're going to find Beasley again. He's thinking about a heat check. Beasley, step back for 3. This time it's short. Knicks pushing it up the floor. Here's Anunoby, the crossover, the drive. He's plucked and fouled. Guys, we got 170 people in the chat. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. We need 12 more. Get us to 100 likes. Riaz says, I can't help but think the Sixers were playing the Knicks this time last year. What a difference a year makes. I agree, man. It's very weird for the first time in my YouTube channel history not covering the Sixers during the playoffs. But it is what it is. They'll get better. They'll figure it out. And we'll move on and we'll do draft coverage. And guys, we have so much coverage lined up this offseason, from draft stuff to free agency to signings, trades, all that stuff. So we will cover it all. But before we really dive into that, right, we'll find out on May 12th whether the Sixers get their first round pick or not. I want to do some live playoff coverage, man. I want to stream some games. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. Do you want to see more live streams? Do you want to see other series as well? Give me your thoughts in the comments. Let's go. And like I said, guys, if you can do me a huge favor and like the show, that'll help us push through the algorithm. We don't usually stream these types of games, so, you know, hitting that thumbs up will definitely help us out. Also, be sure to join our Discord. All the ways to support us down in the comments. All the ways to support us down below. Also, I want to give a shout out to BetUS TV. Shout out to BetUS TV for partnering with us, man. Go check out all of their socials, platforms, sites. Give them a follow and check them out for your daily sports content, news, and coverage. Shout out to BetUS TV. All right, man, let's see. So Tobias Harris leading away with 14 points. I mean, it's a funny sight, man. It's a funny sight. Riaz, what's up, brother? Says Cavs out in round 2. They will show how soft they are. James, what's up? Brandon says my Wolves are going to show the Lakers what's up. Who are you guys rooting for in the chat? Who are you guys rooting for in these playoffs? Who's your team, or who are you rooting for if your team is not in the playoffs? Don says, I think Flags are going to end up in Utah or, surprisingly, Philly. Sixers need Cooper Flag, man. They need him bad. We're going to talk about stuff this offseason, but Daryl Morey pretty much confirmed the Sixers are running it back, so they need an impact player. They need an impact player. James says, chalk it up, RB. The Sixers are not making the playoffs next season. All right, so we got James, the Sixers hater, in the chat. What's up, James? Who's winning boards? Gobert versus Doran. Flag to Miami or the Raptors wouldn't surprise me, says Tika. Brian says, go Tobias. Brian Pumper has seen the light of day. Now I feel it, man. I'm also rooting for the Pistons to win this series. Guys, if the Pistons beat the Knicks, oh my gosh, you will never hear the end of me. Last year during the Knicks playoffs, after they beat the Sixers, by the way, which Knicks fans never want to realize, and I know we probably have some Knicks fans in this chat, so I'm not sitting here just hating on the Knicks, but the way that their fans portray their team is unbelievable. They beat the Sixers last year, who traded James Harden 4 games into the season. Joel Embiid came off of a surgery that he shouldn't have even played on, and he was playing on one leg, and he still dropped 50 on you. And the Sixers actually played a pretty good series and almost won. If they hadn't blown game 2, they might have actually had a shot to win. And if Tobias Harris didn't put up a goose egg in the last game, like the Sixers had nothing to hold their heads on from that series. It was frustrating given the years before of how close they had been. But the Knicks fans think they're going to the finals. And I'm telling you, they haven't even beat any good teams this season. The Knicks are like 0-11 or 0-10 against the best teams in the league. So do I think they have a better roster than the Pistons? Yes, but as you can see so far, the way the Pistons are playing this game, they're young, they're athletic, and they're hungry. And that has been the story of teams this season. That's been the story of the OKCs and, the Cavs and the Rockets. Like, they got these young, hungry teams, man, and it's going to be interesting to see if they take over in the playoffs. Cunningham going to drive. He was bumped. Ball knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Detroit. 3:30 to go here in the second. 172 people in the chat. Welcome on in. Hit that like button. We got 100 likes. Drop the yes sirs in the chat. Tobias for 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake 'em up. If you guys are new to the show, man, every 100 likes we drop a yes, sir. Drop a yes, sir in the chat. Wake 'em up. Tobias is cooking. He's got 17. Anunoby going to one bounce it to Brunson in the corner. Nice closeout by Tobias. He blocked it. Yo, who is Tobias Harris, man? Nah, bro. We need to have a conversation. Man. Tobias Harris has 17 points right now and a block and 3 boards. Oh my gosh. What am I watching right now? Here's Cade Cunningham coming around the screen. Cunningham back to Beasley. Dribbles, drives, floats it up. He's blocked, gets his own board. 4 on the shot clock, guarded by Bridges. Beasley knocked to the ground. It's going to be a foul on Bridges. Yo, drop a yes, sir in the chat. Let's go. Now Isaiah Stewart's chirping at Mikal Bridges. Listen, man, I used to love Mikal Bridges, and I still like him as a player, but all these Nova guys, being a Villanova basketball fan, it's hard for me to stomach them anymore with the New York Knicks. By the way, Malik Beasley had the most 3-pointers ever off of the bench. I just want to say that. I mean, he was amazing. Let me look up how many he had so I don't get the number wrong. I think he got passed by Ant by 1. But he had the most ever for a bench player. And I told you guys last offseason that the Sixers should have been interested in Malik Beasley. Now we got a scrum. It's Cat and Stewart. What did I tell you guys, man? Isaiah Stewart was going to wreak havoc in this series. He was going to cause some disruption. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got a loose ball. Everybody's diving on top of each other. Let's see. So, Anthony Edwards had 323s made. That was the most in the NBA. Big jump for him. And then 319 right behind him was Malik Beasley. Then Curry was number 3 at 311. Bridges turnaround fade. He missed it. Out of bounds. Going to be Pistons ball. Man, they really do play tough, though. But yeah, Beasley coming off the bench had 319 threes, which is insane. Wow. Now, to be fair, he did play, 28 minutes a game, so close to starter minutes. Now we got another loose ball on the floor, and this time the Knicks take it away. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Brunson floats it high up off the bank, and Brunson is not having any luck tonight. Brunson has been ice cold. Here's Tobias at the rim, and he's fouled by Mitchell Robinson. Brunson is not playing well at all. 2 for 12. 2 for 12 is Jalen Brunson. Got 170 people in the chat. Welcome on in. Thanks for being a part of the Playoff Game Day live show. We'll be live streaming some games here in the playoffs. Let me know which games you guys want to see most. But yeah, man. Drop some questions in the chat. Anything you got for me, drop it in the chat. Maybe you guys haven't watched the Sixers game with me for 4 months, but you're tapping in for the playoffs. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Devin says, should have put my money on Tobias instead of Cade Cunningham. Tobias really is cooking, man. If Cooper goes to San Antonio, do you think they would have a chance at the chip early as next season? I wouldn't say in year one, but in a couple years, yeah. I don't even think the Spurs are close, though, to getting a top pick, though. I think they're like lower half of the first 10, right? Here's Brunson going to dribble, drive down the lane, turn, spin, take it back, and we got a foul on the Pistons. See, the good thing about the Spurs is that they traded for De'Aaron Fox. That was pretty much like their big free agent signing. They just did it early. JB Bickerstaff is arguing a little bit. We have a good game here, man. It's been a great game so far. Great game. Here's Jalen Brunson driving down the lane, puts it up. Brunson the midi. He got it to go. Knicks are going to need Brunson to get going if they want to win this. Cade going to dribble, drive, turn, spin, fade away. Cade got it. Here's Anunoby. All right, let's see. Bridges literally nothing this quarter. Hey, like I said, the Knicks have a lot of ball handlers. They can't have everybody touching the ball at once, you know? RB, who's your most improved player? I like Dyson Daniels. Yeah, I'd probably say Dyson Daniels as well. I mean, he had a crazy jump. Hawks went out sad, though, man. Trae Young, he was kind of baiting Davion Mitchell to shoot a three, and then he did. And he let him get the rebound. Davion Mitchell's going crazy in the play-in. Can you do a Bucks and Pacers game? Yeah, I'd be down to do that. What games do you guys want to see me live stream, man? Let me know in the comments. You guys have been great in here tonight, though. Anunoby going to knock down the free throw. 52 apiece. Sixers regretting Batum yet. Nurse didn't know how to integrate him. Nah, he was integrated just fine. He just wanted to go back to L.A. because his wife wanted to live there. RB for Sixers management. Great things will happen. Hey, my phone lines are open, man. Schroeder throws it away. Stolen by the Knicks. 4-on-2. 2. Anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 and 2 anunoby spots up for 3 and cashes in. 4 on 2 Anunoby's another one of those X factors for the Knicks. Like, when he's on, they're hard to stop. He's got 19 tonight. He's been playing crazy down the end of the season here. But when Anunoby can't do anything and he's cold, then it's kind of a liability, honestly. And another steal by the Knicks, and now they're scrapping for it. It's going to be a jump ball. Now the referees are going to talk again. They might give it to the Knicks here. Things are getting scrappy here. Look, if the Knicks thought the Sixers were scrappy last year, wait till they see Isaiah Stewart, man. Bickerstaff's arguing. I like Bickerstaff, man. Dang, that should have been a foul. That should have been a foul. That's what he was arguing. That definitely was a foul. That's why I think Philly has a shot at Coop this year. JB, what's going on, man? Long time no see for some of you guys. I can't make as good of an argument for other teams as I can the Sixers as far as needs. My boy Don's a Raptors fan, man. He's in here, he's trying to scout the competition, you know? Hey, man, we got 170 people in here. Do me a favor, like the stream. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 42.2. We need 11 more subscribers. I'm RB. I'm going to be streaming throughout the playoffs. I cover the Sixers, the NBA, and more. So if you want to support me, hit that sub button and become a channel member. Become a channel member. Matter of fact, since I know my mods are probably not tapping in with us, let me go ahead and pull up my links up here. This game's been a lot of fun, though. I can't even lie. A lot of intensity. A lot of intensity in this game. $2 super chat, Nick Marchetti. What's up, Nick? NBA desperately wants the Knicks to win this series. Oh, they definitely do. They definitely do. But let me tell you something, Nick. Pistons might not have it. Pistons are playing tough. Now, I don't know if they could do this for a 7-game series. As Brunson fiddles his way in and scores a bucket. Knicks lead by 5. Tobias, 3, 2, 1 at the buzzer. Got it! Tobias again! Unbelievable. 22 points in the first half for Tobias Harris. PJ Tucker's chirping at him a little bit. Tucker's chirping at him a little bit. And now JB Bickerstaff is going at the referee. He's saying, yo, Tobias got fouled, I think. Wow. Wow. PJ Tucker was chirping at Tobias a little bit there as he walked off the floor, but Tobias hits the 3. Maybe he thought he was fouled here. Oh, yeah, he came down in his landing spot. A lot of scrappiness in this series already. This is what the Knicks want to do, though. You know, this is how they try to play. This is how they try to play. $2 super chat for Riaz. He says, how many games did the Heat take from the Cavaliers? Also, Nick, thanks for the super chat, man. Riaz, how many games did the Heat take from the Cavs? I think they'll take 1. I'm going to say 1. Oh, by the way, and Riaz, thank you for the super chat, man. I think they'll take 1 game. What do you think? I did say if Tobias Harris got 20 points in this game, that I would give him a standing ovation. He has 22 points at halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go on a quick rant, man. I got to go on a quick rant. Like, why do the basketball gods keep punishing the 76ers, man? Why do they keep punishing us, man? What did we do? I just want to know, like, my boy Tobias had 0 in an elimination game last year. He did nothing in a whole series. He averaged like 9 points. This guy's got 22 in game 1. What did we do? What do we do, man? I just don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can offer me your best explanation in the chat of what the Sixers did to get punished this way, then I'm going to give Tobias his standing ovation. I just don't understand. I mean, dude, just like, I come on here, I'm like, all right, we're going to watch this series. I think the Pistons are going to be fun to watch. And I'm out here getting tortured on my own live stream because Tobias Harris does not miss. Tobias Harris has not missed other than 3 times. It's a freaking buzzer beater. Now, I know people in the chat are probably like, oh, well, Tobias is good. He's the scapegoat. No, he's not. Okay, Tobias Harris did absolutely nothing when he needed to with the Sixers. But the thing about Tobias right now is that he's getting paid $26 million. He's the highest paid player. He's the 4th option on the Pistons. He averages 13 points a game, and everybody forgot about him. He's in a small market with a young, hungry team, right? He's the old guy in the group. They were supposed to be a rebuilding team. But the fact that this dude's got 22 points, it pisses me off, man. If Tobias did this in one game last year in the playoffs, the Sixers are in the 2nd round. What do we do to deserve this, man? Anyway, I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some fires, drop some clapping hands in the chat. If you're a member, drop some emojis. Hold on, do I have a sound effect in here? Do I have it? Let's see. I don't have it. Anyway, I'll just drop the sound effects.
He's on fire!
All hail Tobias. I'm a man of my word, man. I said if Tobias got 20 points, I would give him a standing O. He has 22 at halftime. I just don't understand it, bro. All right, Pistons. Now I need y'all to win this game, man. Please upset the Knicks. Let's see. Pistons value Harris as a piece of offense. No, they don't. Dom says Clippers choked earlier. Yo, the Clippers did choke because James Harden and the Clippers are not winning anything. I tried to tell you guys that. Maybe RB does no ball, man. Clippers are not winning. They had a perfect opportunity. They were up by 15 points, and they choked. Russell Westbrook almost blew it 3 times. Is Tobias Harris better than Paul George? I would still say no. Sixers have crazy fans. Yeah, the fans are the reason that Tobias Harris is cooking right now. I don't understand why people talk about the Sixers fans. The Sixers fans have no bearing on anything. Tobias Harris is a grown man and a grown basketball player. Maybe it's just the culture of the Sixers organization and how bad they've been managed. I've said that for the last couple of years now. Like, maybe it's not about the guys you bring in, right? It's not about the dogs you bring in. It's about how the dogs adapt to the culture. Busy B in the chat. What's up, Busy B? Appreciate you being in here. Dom Boyle in the chat. What's up, Dom? We got the OGs back in the chat finally. We missed y'all, man. First live stream of the playoffs. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know if you want me to stream more games, but we are enjoying this. The Pistons have been playing their tail off in the first half. I don't know if they can get it done, but if the Pistons could find a way to pull this thing out, man. If the Pistons could find a way to pull this thing out, that would be a huge win. Huge win. Shazy says, I'm not clapping for Toby till they win game 1. Can't believe Tobias is showing up like this. Where are the Knicks fans? They're nowhere to be seen, man, because they know what I'm telling them is true. Their team is frauds. He played well with Ben. I think he needs a ball. He needs the ball to be him. He needs the green light. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You can't play Celtics, Lakers, Sixers are tough environments. Not everybody flourishes. I agree with that. I agree with that, but it's not the Sixers fans' fault that they're the best fans in the world. Hold you accountable. Now, to be fair, Tobias Harris has averaged 13 points a game this season. He's on a heater right now, and it's pretty funny, but we're here doing our thing, man. Busy B says, appreciate you streaming the hate watch. We're here. We are here for it. Now, again, guys, be sure to turn your notifications on so you don't miss any streams, any videos. We dropped a couple vids this week. We're going to keep dropping content, so make sure you turn those noties on. We're going to have draft coverage, free agency, trades, all the news, rumors, and all that. But we're going to stream some playoff games for sure. We're going to have some fun with this one. We're not going to do any pregame or postgame shows, but we're going to watch the entire game, break it down. We got on early. We watched the Clippers choke to the Nuggets. And now we'll see what happens here. RB, who's the next disgruntled star to ask out? Let's go. Giannis? Next disgruntled star to ask out. I would say Trae Young. Trae Young is definitely going to ask for a trade. I listened to his post-game press conference. He pretty much said, I'm trying to win, and this team is not letting me win. Even though Trae Young needs to learn how to play defense in the most crucial possessions of a game and not get cooked by Davion Mitchell. But I think Trae Young is going to request a trade. $5 super chat, Vincent Saravo. Vincent, what's good, man? Good to see you in here, Vincent. Fire take goat. Vincent Saravo. $5 super chat says he averages more points with us. This is only one game. He will crash. And I think that's more likely the outcome of this, but it is pretty funny that Tobias starts off this series with 22 in the first half. And I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought, that Tobias would have those, 13 or whatever in the first quarter, 10 in the first quarter, and then I thought he would disappear the rest of the game. But he has played very well in the first half. I don't know if Tobias ever had 22 in a playoff game with the Sixers. Maybe once. But I don't think he's going to be able to keep this up for sure. We'll see. But he is cooking. He is cooking. Now it says Pistons will win guaranteed. KG says Sixers problems are the owner, management, staff, and coaching. Don says, where does Zion end up? I made a video about Zion a couple days ago. Check that out. Do you guys want any piece of Zion with the Sixers? My answer is heck no. No way. Giannis will definitely ask out after the season. Bucks are cooked. You know what's funny about the Milwaukee Bucks is that Doc Rivers still doesn't recognize that he is the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Nick says he had 38 against the Wizards a few years ago in the first round. Well, I forgot about that game because that series was like a cakewalk. That series was a cakewalk, so I forgot about that series. But okay, he had a 38-point game. But you see, my thing about the Milwaukee Bucks is that Doc Rivers forgot that he's the coach of the team. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Here's a post-game press conference from today from Doc Rivers, okay? They ask him about Kyle Kuzma's scoreless day. Kyle Kuzma had 22 minutes and 0 points. Here's Doc Rivers' response, quote, it's hard to score when you don't touch the ball. Kuz can play, but we got to involve him, and we got to make sure we keep him involved. And Milwaukee Bucks fans are now feeling the exact way that the Sixers felt when Doc Rivers would come out and say ludicrous stuff like this. Hey, Doc Rivers, you're the coach. It's hard to score when you don't touch the ball. That's like what he said in Game 6 when Joel Embiid didn't touch the ball in the final 3 minutes. You're the coach. You're supposed to get him the ball. Are you acting like you're not the coach of the Bucks? He's like he's talking like he's a fan. You're the coach of the team. This guy is so delusional, man. It's unbelievable how he's still coaching. It's crazy. Anyway, thought I would show you guys that about Doc Rivers. What do we got up in the chat, man? Don Boyle in the house says nope. Busy says no. He'd be a horrible fit, says Don. The guy would never play. He would be another Sixer that just comes here, gets paid, and doesn't play. Vincent says Durant. I made a video this week about KD. What you guys think? KD to the Sixers? Would you like that? Kevin Durant in Philly? What do we think? All right, ladies and gentlemen, third quarter getting ready to get underway here. Who do you guys think's going to win this game? Pistons or Knicks? Who will win game one? Will Tobias continue to be on a heater? Once again, shout out to BetUS TV. Shout out to their platforms. Go check them out. Give them a follow and go check out all of their sites for your daily sports news, content, and coverage. Shout out to BetUS TV. All right, man. Game one, Tobias leading the way in this game with 22 points. Anunoby, the leader for the Knicks, with 19. Cat, 10 points, 4 for 6. Brunson, 11 points, 4 for 15. Cade Cunningham has been quiet. He has 6 points on 3 for 10. But it's been Tobias leading the way. Zion will have a resurgence once he's traded to a real NBA team. Maybe, but he's got to stay healthy. Every time the guy stays healthy, he's been an all-star. Nick Marchetti, $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, bright side, at least Simmons is still a bum. 0 points. Guys, I'll tell you this, man. And like I said earlier, I think it's very weird how some Sixer fans are like rooting for this journey run for the Clippers and James Harden. Like, the Clippers have 2 guys, James Harden and Ben Simmons, that quit on the Sixers, that disappeared in the playoffs. And you know what, Nick? When I saw Ben Simmons come on the floor earlier for the Clippers, I knew that they were not serious. And they choked away a 15-point lead because any team that is still employing Ben Simmons and putting him on the floor in a playoff series is in no way a contender. There's just no way that that is the decision that you make if you're a basketball coach. Here's Tim Hardaway. He's going to pull up mid-range. Got it to go. Knicks hit one, and then the Pistons answer themselves. Cade Cunningham has to get going if the Pistons want a chance to win this ball game. Here's Mikal Bridges, guarded by Hardaway. Bridges at the top. He's going to find Anunoby. Anunoby going to drive, spin, step back from the nail. Got the bounce off the front rim, backboard and in. Cade Cunningham, guarded by OG Anunoby. Cunningham switched on to Bridges. Here's Cade Cunningham, guarded by Bridges. He's got to get going here. 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham switched. He pulls up for a three. It's airballed. Wow. Pistons kick it out. Hardaway for three. He hits it. Pistons on the second opportunity, and they are not going away. Clint says, RB, are the Sixers really bringing back Lowry? It's a possibility. Anunoby for three. That's off the mark. Here come the Detroit Pistons, filled with a bunch of young guys. They're the young, fun team of the playoffs this year. Thompson down to Doran. He goes up, fouled from behind. He's going to the stripe for two. Funniest thing is that the Knicks fan base thinks that their team's going to contend for like 4 years. They literally have no way to upgrade their roster, man. Just like every other team that has invested all this money into the big superstars, like you just don't have a way to maneuver. And the Knicks are going to have to pay Mikal Bridges and go into crazy penalties, or they're going to have to get rid of him. And they traded 5 first-round picks to get him. Doran going to go 1 for 2 at the stripe. Tika says it will cost us in the future drafts to get ancient KD. Don says, I think Knicks will win. They're a second-half team. Well, they're not a second-half team against good teams. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns going to find Brunson. Brunson pops up a three. That one's short. Rebounded by Tobias. Here we go. Can Toby continue right where he left off? Tobias Harris up top, guarded by Anunoby. Here's the screen from Doran. Tobias crossing over, dribbling, driving. Tobias up top. Cade, the pump fake, the dribble, the drive all the way. He was blocked from behind. Big play by Josh Hart. See, that was the Knicks' mistake, right? Getting Karl-Anthony Towns was a great move, even though they gave up one of their, their energy guys in DiVincenzo. Brunson just got slapped in the face by Hardaway. They actually called a foul on the Knicks. They called a foul on the New York Knicks. Thompson smacked him in the face. But anyway, so the Knicks, like I said, trading for Cat was a great move, even though they gave up DiVincenzo. But trading 5 first-round picks to get Bridges was a terrible idea. Hardaway going to dribble, drive down the lane, goes up, got it in one. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say something right now, and I don't know if I want you to reply to me. I don't know if I want to know if you agree with me. I'm just going to say it, man. The Pistons are fun to watch. Is it bad that I want the Sixers to play like this next season? This is all I ever wanted, even if we're not that good of a team. You see how they're playing? They want it. They're playing like they're on fire. Every second chance, every inbound, they're rushing up the half court. Like, this is fun. This is fun to watch. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns, guarded by Tobias Harris. Toby got him in the post. Cat turns, fades away. What a shot off of 1 foot. Then he starts talking smack to the bench. I don't know what's going on with me, man, but this is what a spin by Thompson, and he finishes at the cup. Little spin cycle right there, man. Anyway, this team's fun to watch. I can't lie. I'm not going to say I watched a bunch of their games this year, but I watched them a few times down the end of the season, which is why I said they were going to give the Knicks trouble, plus the Knicks are fraudulent. Knicks have no depth on their team. They're playing Landry, Shamet, and Campaign off the bench. Anunoby cuts and puts it right up and in. But like I said, though, this is going to be the year of the young teams in the playoffs. We'll see if these young teams can prevail or not. Here's Tobias Harris backing down Bridges. He kicks it out. Cunningham. Oh, what a find. Thompson under the rim. Goes up. He's blocked. He took way too long. That was a beautiful dime by Cunningham. Just couldn't finish it off. Guys, we have 175 people in the chat. Please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. The only way we're going to push this out to new viewers is if we get it through the algorithm. So I need everybody right now. Do me a huge favor. If you're enjoying this stream, hit the like button. During the turnaround, floats it up and in. Oh, baby, the Pistons lead it again. 68-66. I'm not going to lie, man. This Pistons team is fun. The Pistons are playing a hard-nosed, down in the dirt, gritty basketball. Anunoby a three. That's short. Knicks are settling. Here comes Cade. 3-on-3. Cade all the way up and in. Was he fouled too? No, a timeout by Tom Thibodeau. He is flabbergasted. He can't believe what's going on. B-Ball Paul sighting. Shout out to B-Ball Paul. Shout out to my guy B-Ball Paul, man. Shout out to my guy B-Ball Paul. Obviously, we did the pod and stuff before, but yo, I never told you guys this. I don't think I did, but I actually caught up with B-Ball Paul when I was at Summer League. We had a good conversation, man, and that was right after he got signed to the Pistons. He's a good dude, man. Shout out to B-Ball Paul. Definitely caught up with him. I don't think he expected to be in Detroit this year. But yeah, man. Shout out to B-Ball Paul. We had a good long convo at Summer League. Nick Marchetti, $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. He says, to be honest, the Bridges trade is as bad as the Gobert one. Well, it might end up being. It might end up being bad, that bad, Nick. Yo, we got 200 people in the chat. Let's go. I'll tell you what, Nick. When they had traded for Bridges, that was before the Cat trade, so they still had some draft capital in the arsenal. But, yo, when they traded every draft pick for these guys, like first I was saying that the Knicks won the trade. It was a good trade. It was a good fit. But when you really start to think about 5 first-round picks, like that is just way too much, man. That is way too much. And then you traded for karl-Anthony Towns. So you have no bench depth and you have no draft capital. So yeah, honestly, I don't know if it's as bad as the Gobert one, but it might be up there, especially if they don't pay him next year. If they don't pay Bridges next year and he walks or they have to trade him, boy, that will be a flop. That will be a flop. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are crushing it in the chat tonight. Thank you all for being here. I'm glad that people are still showing up and having some fun. We are watching Knicks versus Pistons game 1. Let me know. Yes or no in the chat. Do you guys want me to stream this entire series? Yes or no? Be honest, man. This is a fun game so far. Can the Pistons find a way to close it on the road in game 1? I think it's going to be tough, honestly. It's always tough as a young team to win a game on the road in the playoffs. But the thing I like about the Pistons and why I'm picking them in this series, even though it's uncharacteristic, is they're playing with house money. The Pistons, if their season ends today, it's already a success. The Pistons have already had a successful season. Whereas the Knicks know that they need to win a couple playoff series. Like the Knicks are working on limited time here. Whereas the Pistons know they have a bright future. So honestly, man, there's Russell Wilson getting ready to have a subpar season with the Giants. Bridges was the guy they wanted, though, along with Towns. They were willing to empty the cabinet to get them. Yeah, I mean, I know they were willing to empty the cabinet to get them, but that wasn't the right decision, in my opinion. You could have used those draft picks to get, you know, a nice 3-and-D player. I'm not trying to knock Mikal Bridges. But what I'm saying is you got to realize that Mikal Bridges is not going to be the same Mikal Bridges on the Knicks because you have so many alphas, right? guys that need the ball. You have Brunson, you have Anunoby, Towns. Like, you have all these guys, and now you have no bench depth. I would much rather have, a good 6, 7, 8 man, at least, for most of the season, than to just have Landry Shaman on my bench and Cameron Payne. I still recognize what Bridges does, and I think all of them together can be really successful as Doran throws down the alley-oop. But they lost Hartenstein. Hartenstein gave him a lot of rebounding. Cat's a good rebounder, but he's more of like a finesse big. He's a guy that can knock down a bunch of three-pointers, and he's one of the best ever to do it. But they gave up a lot of toughness and a lot of rebounding. And I think we're seeing now that these tough guys, the DiVincenzos, the Hartensteins, they help you win, man. They help you win. DiVincenzo was a menace in that series last year. I hate to admit it, but he was. Jalen Brunson going to turn, spin, fade. Got it. Now, again, that's just my opinion. I'm just giving you guys my thoughts on it. It's what I do, but that's my thoughts. And I think, again, we're going to see this year with the Thunder, the Rockets, can these young teams withhold and really make it far in the playoffs? But I think you need those tough guys on your team. Why do you guys think I'm so bullish right now on the Warriors? Because Jimmy Butler and Draymond and Steph with his focus, those guys are hard to put away in the playoffs. Those guys are hard to put away, man. Because they're tough. Cade, what a find down low. Thompson goes up. He's blocked by Towns, though. Cade's moving the ball pretty well here in the third quarter. Hart going to drive the lane, floats it up. And an easy 2 for Josh Hart. It's back to a 2-point game after a 6-point lead by Detroit. Here's Jalen Duren up top. He's going to find Tobias. They got him on an island, one-on-one. Tobias against Bridges. Tobias, the jab, the post up. He's getting hacked. Tobias turns, spins, fades, baseline. It's short. Airballed by Tobias Harris. Halfway through the third. Here comes Hart, chugging the lane. Back to Cat. He goes up and lays it in. Timeout, Detroit. Knicks on a quick 6-0 run. See, the thing that gets me is, like, if the Knicks win this game, they're going to act like they're going to the finals, RB, you should stream all the most anticipated series in the playoffs from RB Philly Take to RB Global. Let me know who you guys want me to stream, man. Also, we got 200 people in the chat. Hit that like button, man. Get us up to 200 likes. Let's go. Let's push this through the algo, baby. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of playoff games to pick from. We got the Timberwolves and Lakers game coming on later tonight. I don't know if we're going to do back-to-back streams, but, we'll probably pick and choose from these series, but whatever ones you guys like the most is what we can do. RB, what about a People's Choice game? Most votes win, just a thought. We could do that. All I know is that Cade Cunningham needs to wake up. You can't spoil a Tobias performance like this. You can't spoil this type of Tobias performance right now. He's cooking out here. If you guys are just tuning in, maybe you haven't watched a stream with us in a long time, I just want to say thank you all for being here, man. Appreciate you. And we will be doing a bunch of Sixers videos for the next several weeks and months. We will have the draft lottery stream on May 12th, where we will find out whether the Sixers keep their draft pick. We'll have our NBA free agency stuff at the end of June, along with the draft. And then we'll have more off-season coverage. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next season with our staple Sixers Game Day live show. It was a huge success this year. We did our pregame shows, live game shows, and postgame shows all in one. An interactive 4-hour live show with the fans. Hopefully the Sixers are a lot better and more interesting. But if you were one of the people that stuck with me all season long, shout out to you. And one other quick announcement too. I will be live everywhere for this next coming week for the NFL draft. So check out my A to Z channel, A to Z Philadelphia. Search it up on YouTube. That's where I'll be dropping my NFL draft coverage. And I'll be live on Bleacher Report numerous times as well. So follow me on the Bleacher Report app. Mods, I need y'all dropping some links in here, man. Let's get the Discord flowing in here. Join our Discord, man. That's how you can call into the show when we have call-ins. Let's see. Drop our A to Z link. We got Busy B in the house band. What's up, Riaz, Don Vito? Shout out to the members. The members. Appreciate y'all, man. Drop some of those member emojis. I want to light up the chat. I want the chat to look beautiful right now. Light up the chat, man. Let's go. Light up the chat. Blue and red. Yo, can we get the 42.2, man? We're at 42,193. We need 7 more subs, man. Get us to that 42.2. .543 to go here in quarter number 3. 72-72, a prime NBA playoff game here in game 1. Cade gonna dribble, drive downhill, floats it up, got it to go, and one! Yes, sir! Cade Cunningham, dribble the drive, penetrates the lane, gets fouled, and floats one up. The Pistons are not going away easy, man. They are playing tough. This is on the road. This is an MSG. This team is playing well, man. I got to be honest. They're playing fun basketball right now. Can he make it a 3-point play? Cade Cunningham going to knock it down. Cade Cunningham, number 1 overall pick a few years ago. Finally seeing some of these results here manifest. He was injured early on, but he's been a really, really good player this season. Here's Jalen Brunson to the corner. Cat going to pump fake. He drives, now posts up against Stewart. Stewart trying to get big with him. And Stewart going to get called for the bump. Dude, this guy Isaiah Stewart is an absolute psycho, and I love it. This guy Stewart, man, he's like a freaking... Looks like he could be a linebacker. He gets called for a foul. He goes over and daps up the whole bench. What a psycho. I like it, though. He has that, like, old-school Detroit mentality. Jalen Brunson going to drive. Step back, mid-range. He cashes it in. 75-74. Do we have some cardiac hoops on our agenda tonight? Schroeder back in the game now. Tobias to the bench. It's Cade Cunningham, Dennis Schroeder, Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley, and Isaiah Stewart. Looks like they're playing a double trap on Cade or a zone. It's going to be a kickball on Karl-Anthony Towns. See, the Knicks, they got to keep their starters in the whole game. And, you know, they did that all season and burned their guys out. Stewart just ran over Anunoby. Here's Cunningham. They switch it over to Hardaway for 3. Got it again. Yo, who the heck is Tim Hardaway Jr. in the year 2025? This guy was a throw-in. Wasn't he traded for Quentin Grimes? I'm pretty sure he was traded for Grimes. And, man, Hardaway Jr. is playing his butt off right now. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns, 3 on the shot clock, dribbles downhill, floats it up, got it with one hand. Cat is so skilled offensively. He is so skilled. Here's Cunningham, threads the needle, goes all the way and right through the teeth of the defense. Nobody there to stop him. Cade with a wide open slam. You got to give the Pistons credit. They are playing well right now. Brunson going to dribble, drive, lost it out of bounds, going to stay with New York. I mean, it's pretty crazy when the whole season, everybody has talked about the Knicks the Cavs and the Celtics being the top 2 in the East. The Knicks haven't even had any recognition of being an elite team this year. That's because they're, 0-11 or 0-10 against the best teams? Knicks have a lot of great players. They're not going to be able to put it together. And it's got to feel pretty crazy knowing that you haven't had any hype at all the whole season, except for your delusional fans. Anunoby lost it out of bounds. Yo, the Pistons they're like, the best word I can use to describe it is suffocating. They are all over this team right now. Here's Dennis Schroeder up top, guarded by Mikal Bridges. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Pistons lead by 4. Cunningham going to drive. Easy, wide open floater, and he put too much gas on it. That one's off the back rim. Here come the New York Knicks. Bridges down the other end. He finds Mitchell Robinson, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges dribbles, drives through the lane, goes up, missed it again. Stewart up the floor, and they're running. Hardaway all the way, slams it down. Looked like he was hit from behind. Did they call a foul? Was it an and one? Might be a flagrant. I don't know what they're going to call, but I saw that right away. Josh Hart, and Hardaway's down on the ground. He is slow to get up. Yo, that's got to be a flagrant. Tobias Harris is screaming on the bench. I've never seen Tobias so animated in my life. Yeah, that's got to be a flagrant. Hardaway slams it down. Wait, did he miss that? I didn't even look at that. Hold on. No, he made that. Oh, the ball went in and then came back out. That's what they're looking at. I didn't even peep that. No foul, nothing. They're going to keep the bucket, right? Wait, what did they just call it? What did they just call that? I didn't hear what they said. They called that an offensive goaltending? What? Stewart blocks McBride at the rim. Another great defensive play. Offensive goaltending. What in the world? Cunningham drives again. Looked like he was bumped. No whistle. They're letting him play. It's getting a little aggressive here. 2:35 to go in the third. Brunson all the way, and he missed the layup. Robinson threw it back down, but it looked like they called a blocking foul before the dunk attempt. I don't know, man. Would you rather have Jalen Brunson or Anthony Edwards? Oh, I'd rather have Ant for sure. Cat with another ridiculous shot. Busy Bee says, let's go Pistons. Yo, drop the blue and reds in the chat. Apparently we're rooting for the Pistons. I think the Knicks are a dark horse for the finals this year. I did not like them any of the last 10 years. Why do you think they're a dark horse? I think the Knicks are a first-round exit. And the reason I think that is primarily based on the fact that they have not beat any of the good teams this season. Tomorrow it'll be Grizzlies versus Thunder, Magic versus Celtics, Heat versus Cavs, and then Warriors versus Rockets. I don't know if we'll stream anything tomorrow, but we will be back for the streams on Monday for sure. Definitely stream on Monday night for game 2 of this series, and maybe another one. We'll see. Brunson going to knock down the free throws, 80-78. We need 6 more subs. Get us to 42.2, man. Hit that like, hit that sub. Let's go. Let's go. 80-78 is our score. Here's a 3-ball from Beasley. That one rims out. Picked up by New York. Here's Mikal Bridges. He's going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson guarded by Schroeder. Brunson posting him up. Now he's sizing him up. He's going to spin. Fade. Oh, what a block by Schroeder. Beasley drives all the way up the floor and in. Yo, what a block by Dennis Schroeder. He put all his might into that block. Wow. Yo, if they win this game, man. Brunson going to push it over to Anunoby. Anunoby drives the lane. He was met by Stewart. Another block and a steal by Detroit. Here come the Pistons. Schroeder, Beasley in the corner. Got it. Got it.
He's on fire.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, I might have to say Pistons to the finals, man. Yo, I told you guys the Sixers should have got Malik Beasley last offseason. They called me crazy. They called me crazy. Yo, Malik Beasley is cooking, man. Oh my gosh, man. Here's my tweet from December 18th. If the Sixers decide to buy one player they should be all in on is Malik Beasley. He's on a 1-year, $6 million contract having one of his best seasons. I tried to tell y'all, man. I tried to tell y'all, man. Try to tell y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, 220 in the chat. Do me a favor. Get this up to 200 likes. We're almost there. We're almost there, man. We are almost there, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. Pistons are putting it to the Knicks right now. Sixers Sam in the building. What's up, Sixers Sam? Another great channel member in the house. And we got another turnover on the Knicks.
He's on fire.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, look at Beasley over there hitting a little shimmy. Yo, Beasley is, God, this is crazy. This is crazy. Here's Schroeder at the top, coming around a screen, gonna dribble, drive downhill, floats it up mid-range, got it to go. The Pistons lead it by 9. Pistons on a 7-0 run. Here's Jalen Brunson, guarded tightly by Schroeder. Brunson turns, kicks it back. Brunson hits the deck. He's down. Hart for 3, and he drills it. Knicks aren't ready for this physicality, though, are they? They got rid of all their dogs. They got rid of the dogs. Schroeder comes around a screen. He's got a wide open triple. He puts it up and hits. He hits the answer. Ooh. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. And now the Knicks fouled on the other end. Brunson comes up limping. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some fires in the building, man. Let's go. 33 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. The Pistons lead it by 9. Yo, these Pistons, these boys are ready for war, man. Mikal Bridges going to find Mitchell Robinson. Back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Hart. Nice closeout by Tobias. Hart drives the lane. Lost it out of bounds. Going to stay with New York. I like how the refs are letting them play for the most part. Tell you what, though, man. What world do we live in where the Pistons are in the playoffs playing well and the Sixers are not in the playoffs? Who would have ever predicted that? Brunson puts it up. He's blocked again, but they call a foul on Schroeder. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. We got all the great members in the building, all the mod squad in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Hit that like button, mods. Let people know. Hit that thumbs up. Get us to 200 likes. Hit that subscribe button. We need 5 more. Brunson going to knock down the first at the line. It's an 8-point game. Yo, if the freaking Pistons win this game, they're in a good spot. They're in a good spot if they can win this, especially with Cade going 6 for 17 right now. I mean, Cade's not having a great game, and they're just toughing it up, man. Knicks, you got to play with physicality, especially in MSG, and the Pistons have brought their A game today. This is impressive, man. On the road, too. This is very impressive. But they're going to have to finish the job. If the Pistons want a chance to win this series, this is the game you have to steal right here. This is the game you have to steal right here. 15 seconds to go. Time for one here in the third. Cunningham with the rock. Pistons lead by 7. Hardaway Jr. comes and sets. Now he's going to pop off. Cade drives, kicks. Hardaway dribbles all the way into the paint, goes up, and he was fouled as well. Laid out on all fours. Hardaway Jr. 1.9 on the clock, and he's going to the line for 2 more. First one going to be missed at the line for Hardaway Jr. Shout out to Hardaway Sr. Probably in attendance tonight. Let's go, guys. Get us to 200 likes. We're almost there. Let's update our poll. Guys, let me know in the chat if you want me to stream other playoff games as well. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're enjoying this show tonight and how you're feeling in the chat. It's been a good one so far. Hardaway going to knock down the second, gets a lucky bounce, and the Pistons lead by 8, 1.9 to go. Hart trying to throw it the length of the floor. Anunoby at half court heaves it up, and he missed it. Anunoby wanted a foul. They didn't call it, and that will take us to quarter number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been all about the Detroit Young Hungry Pistons, 91-83. Tobias, 0 points in the third quarter. Can he come back with a big fourth quarter? Can Cade Cunningham get going? If Cade Cunningham gets going, then the Pistons are going to win this game, and they need to steal this one. Let's go, man. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. We need 30 more likes. Get us up to that 200. Hit the subscribe button, and make sure to hit those notifications. Let me know if you're in the building tonight. RB knows ball, man. I tried to tell you guys about Malik Beasley. I tried to tell you all about Malik Beasley, man. I think we get to a point, right, where we watch these young teams play, and it's like, all right, you know, the Pistons are young, they're hungry, they're good, they're fun, they've been playing well. But at what point does the veteran leadership of the Knicks and the experience and all that kick in? What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is legit from the Detroit Pistons? Do you think they could keep this up the entire series? Or is this more of just like a flash in the pan, Knicks caught off guard type of thing? Because usually I would say, yeah, this is just a flash in the pan. Like, this is like, you know, first game, you come out with a lot of intensity, then the script flips. But seeing the way that they're playing defense right now, and the fact that the Knicks could not beat any good teams this year, I honestly think the Pistons can keep this up. If they keep playing with this level of energy, maybe they'll get burnt out in game 4 or 5, but yo, the way they're playing defense right now is crazy. I don't know what the season series was with the Knicks and Pistons. Let me see, actually. Let me look that up. Knicks versus Pistons. All I know is the Knicks don't beat good teams. So the Pistons actually won the last 3 matchups. The Knicks had won 16 in a row against the Pistons. And then on December 7th, the Knicks lost by 9. And then on January 13th, the Knicks lost by 5. And then on April 10th, they lost by 9. So the Pistons have won the last 3 matchups. They won 3 out of 4 this season. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you. This might be it. This might be it. Guys, I don't think I can describe how happy this would make me if the Knicks got upset in this series. All the Knicks fans who have been in my comments, my videos, my regular live streams, the Knicks fans will come infiltrating into the Sixers game day live streams, and they'll just act like we're talking about the Knicks. Like they are so infatuated with their with just they think people talk about them. Anyway, in Detroit we trust. In Detroit we trust. Pistons scored 36 in that third quarter. Let's see if they can hold on here in quarter number 4. I see none of them in here. I agree. Exactly. Where are they at, though? See, that's the thing about the Knicks fans. They don't show up when they lose. Pistons lead by 9. By 8, excuse me, after the free throw. Cat floats one up. Got it off of a foot. Yo, Cat is making some wild shots. Cat is making some wild shots. Schroeder going to find Cunningham. Big fourth quarter for the young Cade Cunningham. Still in his early 20s, but it's showtime, man. You got to show up here. Cade going to find Duren. Duren finds the lane down low. Thompson turns, spins, and he ran out of time. Waited too long. He should have put that up. Knicks going to have the ball. Cool J says they'll be humbled with defeat. Maybe. Secret Underdog the Gamer gifting a Philly Take membership. We got the whole squad in here tonight, man. Secret, what's up? Here's Miles McBride going to find karl-Anthony Towns. Towns chucks up a 3 and hits. Big shot by Cat. Secret, what's up, man? What's up, bro? Appreciate you, man. Here's Schroeder going to dribble, drive to the basket, steps back from the baseline, no good. Pistons get the rebound. Duren fighting for it. Going to find Cade Cunningham. Cunningham gets trapped in the corner. Nice find by Duren. Thompson goes up. Wow, he was hit. He threw it down and won. Yes, sir. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that. Thompson caught an alley-oop. He almost got like bent in midair it was weird. Like he threw down an alley-oop and it's like his body got hit at like a 45-degree angle. I don't know how he didn't come down and fall, but great agility from Asar Thompson, great balance, and he's going to hit the free throw to make it a 3-point play. Wow. Thompson almost stole it back there at half court too. Man, they are roughing up the Knicks right now. Tell you that. Drop some MVPs in the chat for my guy Secret. Here's the inbound. Knicks going to bring it down the floor. 10:39 to play. Thompson now with 4 fouls. Campaign got plucked. Pistons take it away. Beasley up the floor. Thompson wide open. Oh, he missed the dunk. He missed the dunk. Come on. Oh, boy. And the Pistons steal it again. Yo, Thompson, you can't miss that in this game. Thompson goes in, and this time he makes up for it. This time he lays it right on. Campaign tried to take a charge. Wow. Wow. What a game, man. 10 minutes to play. Here's Campaign. The dribble, the drive. Downhill goes high up off the bank and in. Former Sixer campaign who had a pretty good series against the Knicks last year in the playoffs. Cunningham fighting through defense, and he's fouled. You know what I've noticed tonight? I've been very impressed with how the Pistons are getting out of traps. I don't know how he missed that dunk like that. At least he made up for it. But I've been very impressed with how the Pistons are escaping some of these double teams quickly before they get suffocated and before they have it under control. Pistons are moving the ball very well, and their vision's been great tonight. Here's Cade Cunningham. Stewart to set the screen. Cunningham going to step back. Now takes it with the left. Dribbles down to Stewart in the lane. He turns. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Beasley fading away for three. Oh, he almost put it through. That would have been an incredible shot if he had hit it. McBride on the other end overshoots a three ball. Had a wide open opportunity. Couldn't capitalize. Here are the Detroit Pistons. Schroeder goes all the way past Cat, and nobody there to defend. Schroeder with a tough bucket, and the Pistons back up to an 8-point lead. 9:10 to play. Campaign going to cross over drive all the way to the rim. Goes up, laid in, and one. Campaign with a tough bucket. He says, we here. We here. He said, F you talking about? We here. Campaign not going away without a fight. Man, Cat got gassed on that dribble drive by Schroeder. Secret gifted another Philly Tig membership. Drop the MVPs in the chat. Let's go, chat. Get this chat on fire. You guys have been crushing it tonight. We got 240 in the chat. 176 likes. Hit that thumbs up button, man. Guys, can we get to 200 likes? Can we get to 42,200 subscribers? We need two more. We need two more, man. Get us up to that 42-2. Cam going to knock down the free throw. It's a 5-point game. Stewart with 5 fouls. He's probably going to have to sit, and he does. Here we go. Cade Cunningham going to dribble, spin, drive. He gets doubled again. Lost control of it. And it goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Detroit, but here come the Knicks with a surge of their own. They are all getting antsy. Pistons trying to keep themselves under control. They got to be careful. 9 seconds here on the shot clock. Here's the inbound. Beasley for three. It comes up short. Thompson couldn't get the putback. Had a wide open rebound attempt. Knicks are not really attacking the glass that much tonight. Definitely missing Hartenstein and DiVincenzo. Busy says, I need him to get drool off his chin. Yeah, I did see that too. Shout out to the chat, man. Let's go. Here's Josh Hart, guarded by Asar Thompson. Hart coming around his screen, kicks it back. Here's Brunson, guarded by Thompson. Tobias Harris back in the game. Brunson guarded by two. Now he switched on to Tobias. He crosses over, drives, tries to step back into Toby, and he floats one up and in. See, the Pistons are smart. They're not baiting, and they're not getting baited by Brunson's foul antics. Here's Schroeder around his screen. He drives, floats it up, missed it, and it's out of bounds. Going to stay with Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Man. Tell you what, man, this is the Pistons' chance. If they want to win this series, this is the game that you have to steal on the road. Here's the inbound to Duren. 13 on the shot clock. 8-10. Here's Duren. Hands it off. Schroeder at the top. Thinks three. Drives in from the high post. Missed it. Duren the board. Kicks it out. Beasley contested triple. He missed it again. Pistons have gone cold here in the last few minutes. Knicks bring it up the floor. Cat from the logo. Misses the three. Knicks get it back. Campaign for the tie, and he hits. The New York Knicks have come surging back, an 8-0 run. I don't know why Cat shot that from the logo. They need Cade to take over, man. Look, I get it. First playoff game on the road in New York, tough environment. But Cade, They need you. They need you badly. They need you. Guys, we need 2 more subscribers. Hit that sub button. Welcome in. I'm RB. I cover the 76ers and the NBA as a whole, also the NFL. But I'm here live streaming the playoffs because our Sixers did not make it this year. If you stayed with me all year on the Sixers Game Day live show, thank you so much. And welcome in. We got a great crowd in here tonight. It's been a lot of fun streaming this game. A very high-intensity type of game. I got those playoff juices flowing. I got those playoff juices flowing right now. It's been a very entertaining night so far with these games. You had the Clippers and Nuggets going to OT earlier. Knicks and Pistons. This game's getting pretty intense, man. Yo, can we get a Tobias Harris takeover, man? My boy Tobias disappeared at halftime. He said, all right, my work's done here today. Keg says Cunningham getting double teamed. Yeah, he is. And I think the Pistons have done a really good job, especially in his first playoff game, to really combat that. I think they're getting the ball out quick. Asar Thompson missed a couple easy putbacks. He's got to make those. And he's got to get his hands on the ball, but other than that, they just got to step it up defensively and just, keep applying pressure here. They got to keep applying pressure. That stop in front of you and make you run into him foul, I hate that. Yeah, it's the Brunson special, man. Pistons are doing a good job laying off it, though. They're doing a good job laying off it, though. Like I said, the Pistons have not looked like a young team tonight. They look very confident, and they're playing with poise, man. Cam was a fun energy guy. Yeah, he was. Shout out to Campaign. He was a microwave. It's crazy how many former Sixers are playing today. Guys, we need one more sub. Who's going to be 42-2? Who's going to get us there, man? Let's go. Hit that sub button if you're new. Easy, free, takes a second, helps the show out. And hit that like button. We need 14 more likes. Can we get to the big 200, man? Let's keep pushing these streams through the algorithm. Toby doesn't have it in him. Hey, I don't know. Toby disappeared, but yeah, that was a bad possession there by the you see how hyped these Knicks fans are getting, man? It's hilarious. It's hilarious, bro. Campaign is funny. Shout out to Campaign. All right, man. Here we go. Here we go. 12 lead changes, 11 ties. Pistons with the rock. Tobias Harris, Cade Cunningham, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jalen Duren, and Malik Beasley. Cunningham kicks it over to Hardaway. Hardaway drives, pulls up mid-range. He missed it. Duren the board. They get it back. Second chance. Cunningham swings it. Hardaway again. No can do. The Pistons miss a couple big opportunities. For the Knicks, it's Campaign, Jalen Brunson, Anunoby, Townsend, Hart. Brunson floats it high in the air. Fouled and one. Brunson fouled. He's going to the line for one more. Pistons got to collect themselves here. They need to relax and take a deep breath. They've gone cold. Brunson blew right by Tobias. Then he was fouled. Good finish by Jalen Brunson. Brunson at the line, and he's going to miss it. 2-point game, 7:15 to go here in the fourth. Cade Cunningham, guarded by OG Anunoby, comes around a double screen. Now he drives through the teeth of the defense, kicks it down low, puts it up. The layup is missed. Cade, you should have took that. Duren misses the layup. That is brutal. Here are the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, guarded by Tobias Harris again. At the wing. Tobias trying to stick him. Brunson drives, steps back. Nice defense. Here's Campaign. Campaign at the top. He steps back. Contested three. Got it again. Campaign, the savior. Campaign is cooking, man. 13-0 run by the New York Knicks. Cunningham going to dribble, drive, spin, trying to get a bucket. Cade, no foul called. Hart knocked it out of bounds. Going to stay with Detroit. 8 on the shot clock. Dude, Campaign's got 11 points in the fourth quarter. Another guy the Sixers let go of. Another guy the Sixers let go of. Now we got Spike Lee over here dropping drinks on the bench. Yo, Campaign is talking hella crap to Malik Beasley. Campaign is talking hella crap to Malik Beasley. We got a drink spill over here with Spike Lee. Come on, man. You're holding up the game. Might have just blew the momentum. There's Tracy Morgan. You see how hyped these Knicks fans are? I know Dom said this before. Watching the games with Dom, Busy Bee, Cool J feels like I'm in with a bunch of friends. Thanks for it, RB. Let's go, man. Shout out to the community. Squatch is there. You go. Liked and subscribed. Squatch, you're the man. 42-2. Let's go. Let's go. Here's the inbound, and it's stolen away. Terrible play by the Pistons, man. Knicks have it coast to coast. Easy bucket. Timeout on the floor. The Pistons are falling apart here in the fourth quarter. 15-0 run by the Knicks. Wow. 15-0 run. Well, boy Tobias, man, he disappeared. Shout out to Toby, man. He did his job. He did his job. Really, it was Tim Hardaway Jr. that missed a couple wide open threes, and that gave the momentum right back to the Knicks. Pistons lost it. They were playing tough. They were getting second chance points. They were getting steals, easy transition buckets. And it feels like they can't buy a bucket right now. Game is completely flipped back to the New York Knicks. So if the Pistons can't score a couple here, that might be it. Julius's campaign was better for us than Lowry and Gordon. I agree with that. I agree. Campaign, the Knicks savior. Yeah, I mean, they are relying on Campaign. They're relying on Cameron Payne to be their savior. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Guys, get us up to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Welcome into the show. Appreciate you guys being here, man. It's still been a fun stream tonight regardless. Still going to stream the rest of the series. This has been a crazy game tonight, man, for sure. Like I said, though, this is what I literally just talked about like 5 minutes ago. I was like, look, man, sometimes the youth, you know, it's hard. You know, they don't have the experience. This is what I want to see in these playoffs. Can these young teams hold on? Can they hold on? Pistons youth is definitely cracking through right now. You can see they don't have the guy to really like take over, you know? I still think the Pistons are going to give the Knicks a run for their money. Now, if they really want to upset them and win this series, like this is the game they need because they feel it. They've had it. You know, they're right there, but Knicks might have this one in hand now. Funniest part about the 76ers is that this is what they did last year, but the Sixers had way more experience than the Detroit Pistons. I don't understand why JB Bickerstaff didn't stop it sooner, though. I mean, a 15-0 run's pretty crazy. I know they had one stoppage there, but, like, you got to stop that a little bit shorter and stop the bleeding a little bit. Who do you guys think is going to win out of the Timberwolves and the Lakers? I think I picked the Lakers in 6. That is correct. Tobias has not scored in the second half. Speaking of Tobias, here he is, 6:10 to go. Tobias sizing up against Josh Hart. He's going to dribble, spin. Yeah, see, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Disaster waiting to happen. You can't put Toby on an island, man, when he's struggling. You can't put Toby on an island right now, JB. I know he's the veteran on the team, but you can't do that. Can't do that. Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5. Here's the inbound. Doran going to hand it off to Cade. Cade around his screen, gets trapped and throws it away. Taken away by Cat. Knicks up the floor. Brunson waiting for it and an easy layup. 17-0 run for the Knicks. 107-98. Tobias Harris up top. He's coming around a ball screen. Going to find Hardaway Jr. Hardaway for 3. That's short again. Man, Pistons cannot buy a bucket right now. Brunson going to dribble. Take it back to the perimeter. Nice defense by Cade. Brunson going to dribble, drive all the way. Stuffed. Stuffed by Doran. Anunoby picks it up. Cat, Hart down the lane, drives, lays it up and in. 19-0 run for the New York Knicks. They need a bucket badly. 4 minutes, a 19-0 run. That's crazy. That is crazy. Tobias again, going to drive to the lane, goes up high off the bank, missed it again. Tobias wanted a foul. He's screaming at the referee. Brunson to Hart, drives, lays it in again. 21-0 run for the Knicks. Whew. Jeez, man. Reball from Detroit, and they finally hit a shot. Finally hit a shot. So the 21-0 run is over. By the way, we have 300 people in the chat. Welcome into the show. 4:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. There's Jalen Brunson going to cross over, dribble back the other way, pulls it up. I think they called a 3-second and a tech. We got 300 in the chat. Oh yeah, here comes some of the Knicks fans in the chat. Just like I expected. Fraudulent behavior, you know. They're down all game and they finally take the lead and they come in here. It's all right. Same type of tendencies in their team, you know. They don't show up for half the game, then they show up. It's pretty funny if you ask me. They start piling in after they win, after they take the lead. Such weird behavior, man. 11-point lead for the Knicks. 4 minutes to play here in game one. Jalen Brunson, one bouncer to Cat. No look pass, hard under the rim, and puts it in. The defensive intensity has just gone right out the window. Cunningham going to drive the lane, and he's fouled. 2 more likes. Get us up to that big 200, man. What happened to my man Tobias? Tobias had no points in the second half. My boy Tobias had no points in the second half. 3:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Brunson coming around a screen. Brunson going to cross over. Drives, step back, drives in. Brunson turns, half spin, fade. It's short. Jabroni says we've been here. Well, how come you guys haven't said anything all stream? Because you're probably shivering. Shiver me timbers. You're probably scared because I'm telling you the truth, and the Pistons are going to make this a series. It's fraudulent behavior. Here's Campaign again. He's had a crazy fourth quarter. 3 minutes to go. Karl-Anthony Towns drives all the way. Nobody there to stop him. It's an easy bucket. Cat is going off in the fourth quarter. Here's Cade Cunningham crossing over, driving. Cade lost it again. Man, Cade, he's going to learn from this one. Campaign wide open. The trifecta does not go. Pistons get it back. This is their last chance right here. Schroeder, Tobias. Tobias drives, floats it up. Got it, and one. And one. Tobias has scored.
Yes, sir.
Tobias has scored. Wow. A little bit too late, Toby. Shout out to all the people in the chat, man. Thank you guys for being a part of this tonight. NBA Playoffs Game 1 live game day show. We're going to cover this series. We're going to cover other games as well. And we're going to keep dropping our videos, man. Thanks for sticking with me. Hit that like button. We need one more to get to the big 200. Who's it going to be? So the free throw is good. 3-point play. 116 to 106. Here's Josh Hart finds Cat. Pistons absolutely need a stop now. They've been eviscerated in this fourth quarter. Cat going to drive against three guys. Goes up and misses it. Pistons get it back. Here's Asar Thompson going to drive it up the floor. Turns, throws it back. What are you doing? What in the world was that? He just threw it away. Schroeder tried to save it, but a wild errant pass by Asar Thompson. That might be it, man. Asar Thompson just blew it. I don't know what that was. He was going, not fast break, but he turned and did a 180 and threw it out of bounds. Hart going to drive all the way. Cade stuffs him at the rim. Tobias the board. Wow, nice defense by the Pistons. Cade gets thrown to the ground. I don't know if they called it a foul or a kick ball. I will say, though, man, the Knicks have played an amazing fourth quarter. See, that's the difference with me. I'm going to give teams credit where it's due. But I will say about the Pistons, like, even the fact that they're starting to, like, show some toughness here after that big run, like, they have a bright future, man. A lot of these young guys have not been rattled for Detroit. They have not been rattled at all. Cade going to miss the first free throw. They've stayed pretty confident. Most of them. Not all of them. But the youth, you know, it's sinking in. Cade's going to have to learn from this. He's going to have to learn from the defensive coverages they're throwing at him. Campaign's going wild on the bench. Second one is good for Cade. It's a 9-point game. 1:58 to go here in the fourth. Knicks will be happy if they can escape this one without any damage. 1:53 to play. Here is Mikal Bridges. Knicks are 14 for 21 in this quarter alone. Brunson blows by Schroeder, kicks it back to Bridges. Bridges for two and hits. That could do it. 1:40 to play. Here are the Detroit Pistons. They're going to let it roll a bit. Cunningham picks it up, and here they go. Cade around the screen, crosses over, drives Cade all the way, and slams it down. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. 9-point game. Pistons are going to have to try to come up with a steal here. Brunson against Thompson. Oh, he should have. Did Brunson just lose that? Did they call that a foul? Look at Brunson trying to flop, man. So Brunson just lost the ball. They didn't call a foul. Cunningham for three. Got it off the window. A heave of heroics. It is a 6-point game, and Cat lost it. They call a foul, though. Pistons thought they had a steal right back there. Wow. Late burst of intensity after that pathetic flop attempt by Jalen Brunson. Lost the ball. Pistons knocked down a heave. And then they thought they stole it back, so it's a foul. Knicks are going to have to inbound again. Here it is. Schroeder poked it away. And Schroeder wants Bickerstaff to review it. Is he going to call it? He's not. They're not going to review it. 1:20 to play here in the fourth. 6-point game. Thompson guarding Brunson. Brunson steps back. He's still flopping. Thompson lets him blow right by. Brunson all the way to the cup, goes up and lays it in. Man, Asar Thompson, a brutal showing here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham off balance for three again. He misses it by a mile. I don't know what that was. Very physical game here in game one. Hart down low. Easy layup. That'll probably do it. Yeah, I don't know what Asar Thompson was thinking. This whole fourth quarter. Baseline J, airballed. So that's going to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks are going to take game one, 23 seconds to go. Why is Brunson still whining? The game is over, bro. Why is Brunson still whining? Asar Thompson, couple mind-boggling turnovers here in the fourth quarter. Just bad decisions. But nonetheless, man, this was still a fun game to watch. Fun game to watch. We had 200 likes. We had a bunch of people in the chat. Over 300 live viewers. Thank you guys for being a part of it. Brunson going to miss the first. What do you guys think? Should we come back and live stream game two on Monday night? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Should we live stream game two? Should we keep it going? Give me your thoughts in the comments. Once again, I want to give one more shout out to BetUS TV. Shout out to them for partnering with us. Go check them out and follow them on all their social sites, platforms, and keep up to date with all your latest content, news, and coverage with BetUS TV. Go give them a check out. Thompson lost it again, and that's going to do it. Knicks are going to take game one, 123 to 112. Like I said, man, we'll live stream some different series and games, but I don't know. This was a fun game. This was a lot of fun. A lot of intensity in this game. This felt like playoff basketball. And it was Cam Payne the savior. Cam Payne was the savior for the New York Knicks. He had 14 points, but 11 in the fourth quarter alone. Wow. Yo, can we give some love to Tobias Harris, man? Can we give some love? Because Tobias Harris went typical Tobias Harris, man. It's my fault, Pistons fans. I jinxed Tobias Harris. I gave him a standing ovation at halftime. I said if he had 20 points in the entire game, I would give him a standing O. And I gave him a standing O at halftime. He had 22 in the first half. And he had 3 in the second half. Now, this is not in any way Tobias Harris's fault. Cade Cunningham has to be better. You're the superstar, man. Or the young star, we'll call you. 8 for 21 is unacceptable. Tobias did his job tonight. But Cade Cunningham has to be better. I thought he was really good at recognizing the traps and the doubles, but overall, Pistons, they got flustered there in the fourth quarter. They gave up a 21-0 run. Anytime you give up a 21-0 run, most likely you're going to lose a basketball game. And the youth definitely revealed itself. It definitely kicked in. But what I will say is that even after they gave up that run, they still made a little mini run back. And they showed that they're a tough team. Like, I think the Pistons are legit, not to win the finals, but I think they're going to give the Knicks a heck of a series here. I feel like this game was the game that you had to steal because it felt like you had it in hand. Now, I'm not saying the Pistons still can't win the series. They have to win next game. But, I mean, they brought the physicality. They brought the toughness. And, yeah, I mean, they were right there, you know? They were there in position to win this game. But you can't give up a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter. I thought JB Bickerstaff was pretty good all night. He kind of let that run go on for too long, though. I thought he should have put the ball back in Cade's hands a lot quicker and let him go to the rim. They just looked flustered, and for like a 4 or 5 minute stretch, they didn't know what to do. But other than that, I thought they showed up. They played well. Their defensive intensity was off the charts. They were, stealing inbounds passes. They were roughing up the Knicks. They were getting physical. Stewart had 5 fouls. I think it was early in the fourth. He went to the bench, and they definitely could have, used him a little bit more. They could have had him stay in the game, and that might have made a difference because he was bringing a lot of physicality. I feel like there's going to be a brawl in this series. If you want me to be honest, I feel like there's going to be some type of physicality that turns into like a little scrap in this series. But it did provide a lot of entertainment. It was a fun stream nonetheless. A lot of fun with you guys. And I enjoyed it, man. So once again, I want to say thank you all for being a part of this. And yeah, man. Let's see what the chat is saying. Absolutely run it back, says Busy B. Also, I want to give a shout out to the mods and the members. You guys were great tonight. Thanks for holding down the chat as you always do. It was nice seeing some of you guys back in here tonight for sure. Dom says, I want to see a Warriors game. Let's see what the Warriors schedule looks like. I know they usually play at like 10:30 here on the East Coast. Let's see what the Warriors schedule looks like. We might do a couple Warriors Rockets games. That would be a fun series. And honestly, the Warriors are my sleeper team. Okay, so the Warriors play on Wednesday night at 9:30. That's not too bad. Tomorrow I will not be streaming. Okay, they play on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. That's not bad. We might do game 2 and 3. Maybe we'll do games 2 and 3 of that series. Let's see what else we got. Monday night. If I really want to be crazy, I'll go doubleheader on Monday night. Pistons, Knicks, and then Clippers, Nuggets. I don't know if I'm fit for a doubleheader. Especially this week, because I got a lot of draft coverage to do for A to Z Philly. So I don't know if I'm down with the doubleheaders this week. Maybe in the second round. Maybe in the second round we'll live stream most of the games, but first round, I don't know, man. It's going to be a long week. So, of course, the Knicks and Pistons play on Thursday, too. I don't know if we'll live stream game 3 because I'll be covering the NFL draft. Wednesday night, Celtics and Magic, or Warriors and Rockets, or Heat and Cavaliers. What game do you guys think would be best on Wednesday night? Magic and Celtics, Heat, Cavs, or Warriors and Rockets? Tuesday is Bucks, Pacers, Grizzlies, Thunder, and T-Wolves and Lakers. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any of the 10 p.m. games. In the second round, there shouldn't be many 10 p.m. games. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Let me know what you think. I think Monday night we do game 2 of Pistons versus Knicks. I think on Tuesday we probably don't do any. Wednesday we do either Magic Celtics or Warriors Rockets. Thursday I'll be covering the NFL draft. Friday I'll still be covering the NFL draft, but maybe we could do a game at night. I don't know about Friday, but Saturday I think we come back and we do either Nuggets Clippers or Rockets Warriors. I think Saturday maybe we do a doubleheader, Nuggets Clippers, Rockets Warriors, and then Sunday we do Knicks Pistons game 4. Yeah, that might be the move. We'll see. But especially as the games get deeper on into the playoffs, like second round, conference finals, we'll definitely be streaming like almost all the games in the series. So we'll see. But nonetheless, man, you guys were incredible tonight. I want to say thank you again for being a part of this, and thanks for making this stream fun. You guys got any final thoughts, drop them in the chat. But other than that, we're going to wrap it up for the night. Hope you guys have a happy holiday for those who celebrate. Let's see. Pistons and Knicks for sure. Warriors and Rockets. Knicks fans should all chip in $5 for the Knicks streams. Yeah, they should. They came in the shadows. They came in the shadows when they took the lead. Warriors Rockets, if you're up for late night. Everybody wants to see Warriors and Rockets. Should be a good series. I think the Warriors are going to win, though. RB, what's your prediction of the Sixers lottery pick next month? My prediction? I don't know, man. I'm going to have confidence. I'm going to say that the Sixers get it in the top 6. I'm going to say they finish with the 3rd overall pick. That'll be my guess. 3rd overall pick. See what happens, though, man. Set your reminders for May 12th. We'll be live streaming the draft lottery. Be sure to join our Discord as well. We'll be chatting over there as well. I'm sure they're already in there talking about this game tonight. Follow me on all social medias. All the links down below. That being said, man, it's about that time. About that time. Knicks win game 1. Timberwolves and Lakers coming up next. 123-112, a valiant effort from both sides. Knicks pulled off late. Game 1 in the books. Knicks lead it 1-0. Enjoy the rest of your night. Catch you guys on Monday night. Peace.